Yo. What's going on, y'all? Another day, another you, another me. Another morning stream. Good morning. What's that thing? Good morning, Vietnam. No. Why are we so loud? It's the morning. It's supposed to be quiet. Everybody wake up. It's time for Age of Mythology action. Pre-drag. Good morning, my friend. I'm doing well. How are you? Koi, what's happening, man? God of Lettuce, J-Red, Archive, Draculaw, Nemo Noom, the legends of the Dead of the Night stream. Apparently, this week I haven't managed to get too many evening streams off. I have a gig tonight, so I won't be streaming. Tomorrow's the JJJ. I will be here for the start of that. And then Sunday is the finals of, it's the second day of the JJJ. So I will be there for that as well. So we got some evening streams for the weekend. Nemo Noom with the 60 streak. I think J-Red still got you covered, my friend. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. So today I want to cast a Rooney some of the old replays from the recent couple days and see what we can see. I'm looking for some fun games to have a watch of. I want to see what people are coming up with. I'm looking for some competitive games. So Let's see what there is. So we've got a Supinator game that he just played 5 hours ago. I might download that one and we'll see if that one's worth watching. I'll see if I can find something else though. Basically, I want to find the games that are how do I say this? I want to find the games that are like not an Aztec mirror at this point. Like this one here looks like a lot of fun. Garneth versus Illuminati. I might check that game out. And I think that'll be it for now. All right. Fantastic. Bam. Wham. Thank you, ma'am. Watch Recon versus Soup. Wait, really? I don't see a Recon game here. Was it any good? Did they play it like custom or something? I don't believe there were. Oh, there was one. Okay. Sure. I'll watch that game. that looks like a fun matchup. We got a Kets versus a Fushi. All right, fantastic. Good shout. Well done. Well played. Thank you. Hang on. Let me do this. Where is my downloads folder? I got 3 games to cast. Alrighty. Bam. I did see the new patch notes. I'm not going to go over them. Long story short, Volcano nerfed. Tlaloc God Power buffed. Starfall buffed. And Favor Gather Rate nerf for some reason. Alright, this one. Are we good to go? No, I have to do this. All right. What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology Aztec action. In the bottom of the map, it's not the Aztecs. It's the man who wants to beat the Aztecs with the Chinese. The Aztecs haven't been to China yet. The Chinese haven't been to Aztecopia yet. It's Husk Soup. And it is a Fushi game. I'm going to keep calling this the Kimchi Spy because I think it's hilarious. I hope that's okay. Recon sends his scout straight in to the base of Soup for the moment. And he's just trying to spot what he needs to know what's going on in the base of the Supinator. Recon here is his opponent. He is playing as Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. This is this is one of my picks for the more powerful of the Aztecs. I believe that right now my running theory is that maybe Wits is the best. Maybe Ketz is the best, but they're definitely both at a similar power level. and then the Tezza is slightly behind, but also quite strong when played in certain specific ways. So we'll see. We'll see how this is all going to go. This is the first game I'm going to be watching of Recon's. He hasn't been playing a huge amount of the game recently, so keep that in the back of your mind. But it is Recon. He is one of the best players to have ever touched this game. He came second in a bunch of the S-tier tournaments early days, and thirds, and as a very, very good record. So we'll see what he's going to do against the Supinator here, as Soup does do some nice early game silo placement and things like this. The silo, similar to the Kalpuli, can be on top of the wood and the gold. But the only problem with what this does, and it's not a huge problem, but in the early game, you want to limit as much walking time as you can. So while Soup gains 50 wood on this wood line, later on, he does lose out earlier on the walking time to get to the food, to the giraffes. So a bit of a decision there, a bit of a choice, but it's a nice choice, and it does help him out a little bit in terms of total resources. So we'll see how it's going to impact him early game here, as the upgrade coming through, as we've got the Huihui, or Weiwei Coyotl. Actually, need to go and look at these pronunciations. I said I would, and I haven't done it just yet. I had a listen to a whole bunch of the pronunciations, and actually committing to them to memory is a completely different kettle of fish. Listening to them and then saying them right afterwards, that's simple. Committing them to memory, look, that's going to take me weeks. Anyways, we've got the Recon Warrior Priest moving across the map. So the one thing about the Aztecs is that their Warrior Priests are really similar to the Hersa. And I expect Warrior Priest rushes to be 110% a part of the way you start with this shenanigans here. As his Warrior Priest comes in, and it's going to be searching for something to go out of sync on, because we just went out of sync. Well, Patch owned me. Aw. I should have realized 9 hours ago. The patch is out 5 hours ago. We can't do anything past 5 hours ago. Let me check the other games that I downloaded. Sorry, guys. What were they? We had Garneth. Garneth Cleminati 6 hours ago. Soup. Beach Party 5 hours ago. I think this one's good, but let me just double check this one. I'm just going to click this so you guys don't see anything. And see if it's going to go out of sync or not. It does go out of sync. Okay. And I'll just check the beach party game. Otherwise, we'll have to do something else today. Hello, James. What's going on? Well, this one might work. I don't know. Yeah, I think from the looks of this, I'm gonna already I don't, yeah, from the looks of this, I think that you're going to have some problems. This shouldn't work versus Thor. What Soup's doing. From what I'm seeing from this game. It looks like the game is working, though. Give me a hot second, guys. We're gonna get into this first game. I think that it works, but I just want to double check. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure it works. Yeah, this looks like a banger of a game. Fantastic. What a time to be alive. All right. I think in hindsight, I think this game was a little bit longer than it should have been, but we'll still watch it. No, this is the third one I downloaded. We're not gonna go back in time and check anything else. Let's just watch it and we'll give it a try. Loki can spawn the Aztec myth units. Yeah, look, they must have forgot about it. It is what it is. They missed a tag on the units. Watching from a plane, you wild man. Love it. What's going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology retold action. In the left-hand corner of the map, we've got a Thor player by the name of Beach Party, and he is going to be going up against the Supernator, Mr. Husk Super. And he's going to be playing some Tezcatlipoca. Tezza, my boy, is in the building. So, what are we going to see here? We do see an armory getting dropped down. Now, here's my take. Greed versus the Aztecs is a one-way ticket to Pain Town. That's my take. I don't feel like we should go for the Dwarven Armory versus the Aztecs. You've already got a better economy than them, and then just dropping it later after you stabilize is going to be a perfect way to get through the early game and be really, really solid. We're also on the map Savannah, so it's a nice open map. Gold mines are going to be quite difficult to secure if we're not spamming units and trying to secure them. So I imagine probably won't see second town center plays all too often. Yes, there's a town center here with back monkeys, which feels nice, and there's elephants over on this side here as well. But if the Thor player plays a nice opening here, doesn't take too much damage early on, I imagine what is happening with this poor rhino. I imagine that these elephant won't be able to get eaten. This gold mine won't be able to get grabbed. While maybe you could argue one wall here, I'm going to be able to eat these monkeys. I don't even mind. So long as I prevent this, and obviously the other gold mines around the other side of the map can just have some pressure. I don't believe you're going to be able to get away with much of a second town center idea here. And same too on the other side. The Beach Party. But we'll see how the game's going to go. While opening up with the Dwarven Armory, this is going to be a problem as Soup is going up through Melina. I can't say this one. Malina Shittle. Anyways, he's going to be going quite quick to the Classical Age. He hasn't grabbed himself any attachments on the cow pulley, which makes sense if you're going to be going for a rush or a fast advance. You don't need to get the cow pulley attachments. You can get them later. There's no problems where that's concerned. It's the similar type of thing for the for just getting a normal regular economic upgrade. You're not going to do that if you're going to go for a rush. You're just rushing. Grab it later, no problems. So he's charging forward with his warrior priest. This back position is looking very, very defensive here. So one house or something over onto this side, and then as soon as you see this this advance here, I imagine just pull over here and then herd these gazelle into your main town center, and then you should be good. Great house placement here from our main man, Beach Party. He's looking like his position is incredibly well defended, as the large scorpions are going to be starting to bash away at this dwarven armory over here. Meanwhile, the warrior priest coming in does see these villagers over onto this side. Turning around for a little bit of shanking action is a perfectly valid option, as the warrior priest gets down to 6 HP. He can convert that one into a super priest to get it back up to full HP. Not happening just yet, though, because you don't want to turn it and then it die immediately there, as now he's going to be going for that one. And the warrior priest for Teza is able to stealth and dive in, as he dives right in underneath onto these villagers. Picks off one. That does cost 12 favor, though. That's a big spend, as you can also... he loses 2 villagers, so that's a big spend, but a big amount of value, as now the classical age has hit. The Valkyrie spawns out. The hearse are going to take out those large scorpions there, and the rush seems to have subsided here. But that damage was absolutely catastrophic. The question is, however, villages are now equal. Oh, now they're not. Now they're not. Unfortunately there for Beach Party, he gets hit by another raid onto this Ford Gazelle. He played such a nice game here early by blocking off this position, but in not hurting the Gazelle underneath the town center or having some nice defenses there, he's gonna have some troubles as the warrior priests dive in. They pick off one villager. The empowered Deuterino comes in yet again, and the villagers do need to bail. Another villager falls. This warrior priest is going to be getting taken out here by itself, but man, this damage is absolutely brutal. I must say, I don't foresee this doing anything to a Norse player who advances quick and spams out early Herser. The Herser do beat these warrior priests in a one-on-one, as they have more damage, more HP, and more armor because he's got the thing, but they don't beat this guy. That being said, you can't convert close to the enemy base if you're ready to defend that. Oh no. Oh, this is an absolute disaster for Beach Party. This couldn't get any worse for Beach Party right now. The easiest thing for Soup to do moving forward in this game is to take the foot off the gas with these warrior priests, move all of his gold villagers over onto these chickens, drop an armory, go heroic age, and I don't see a way back from this here for Beach Party. That being said, Beach Party is only behind by 2 villagers here. As the hero coming back in, does garrison, dodges the jump. That's a big thing. And the other villagers need to pull back. This constant raiding is just so brutal. It wouldn't be a bad idea for Beach Party to just drop a Dwarven Mine here and have his villagers over on this side, so that when the when the priest dives forward, he has to go here, and then you garrison, and then you'll run around the other side, and you ungarrison here, and then you're kind of not having idle time. But it should be made very, very clear that every single one of these priests is worth 110 resources and a villager. So basically converting into this priest and not killing a villager it's not worth it. So he has to kill a villager for every single time he goes for one of these attacks, as the warrior priest will run back. And this is the other thing. If I have the priests out, or the Herster out early, and my opponent's going to be going for me, they can't run. They're both the same speed, right? So they're not going to be able to run away once they start getting hit, because that's going to be getting snared. And the same thing is true on the other side. If you have one Herser, it's not going to be able to run away from one warrior priest. They're going to be able to catch each one. As the hero does get converted yet again back up to full HP. That's such a powerful usage as the hero does get another villager kill. And it's going to be moving up to the top. And this gold mine with no close... I mean, there's a close tower here, but no close tower is quite brutal. As he doesn't quite get that. And there goes the watchtowers. And that might give Soup the idea that he needs to pull back. But dude, this is so brutal here. This is so brutal here. And I think Beach Party will fully understand the... And it's probably the first time he's played against it. But he'll fully understand what the ramifications of this means. It just means you can't play greedy here with Thor. And I don't think that's a problem, by the way. Like, everybody loves this Dwarven Armory opening because you get the 3 or 4 villager lead early on, right? But it's been good because certain rushes haven't been that strong, right? That's why it's been so good. But the way that Soup is playing this, he shows, no, the Aztecs have a really, really powerful rush. And it's going to continue to be powerful as you disrespect it by not having any units out. We're finally seeing some berserks getting built. Another villager goes down. Soup behind this has grabbed a town center, which I don't think is the best play. Grabbing this back town center, I don't think that's the best play. I think he should have been going to the heroic age, especially on this map. This is going to give a little bit of play back over to Beach Party as soon as he gets sorted out, and we do finally see the walls coming up as Beach Party does have his back position defended. But look at this, his gold mine's gone now. Yes, he's got Dwarven Mine, but his gold mine is gone. He's behind a significant amount of villages. And he does drop the Dwarven Gold Mine in his main base, as we will be seeing over here a smoke trap coming up. The smoke trap is an interesting decision by Soup. It's going to give him line of sight. Doesn't really do a huge amount apart from that. The one time, like, I mean, if you're thinking about it from the perspective of what the devs want, I don't really know what they want, to be honest, but it's like, use the smoke trap so that the units can't see anything and then be able to dive in and catch them out or something. As Soup sends in his hero, and now with the walls up, the hero cannot get in here, cannot jump over the wall. He's going to try, but he has to have an unobstructed path there to get in onto that spot. As the Berserks coming through, they're going to be picking off a couple of villagers. And a nice little bit of return damage in from that raid there from Beach Party. As now the Jaguar, I keep on calling them Jaguar Warriors. Ocelot Warriors are going to be coming out here to try and deal with these Berserks. Now, Ocelot Warriors, while they are a generalist unit, the Berserks, I believe, are going to be beating them by pop and I think by resource cost. I'm not exactly sure. You definitely want to be building some archers here to deal with these berserks. But nonetheless, a couple of Ocelot warriors to come out. Over onto this side, warrior priest getting sent packing. Sometimes I call them Jaguar riders. Look, I'm still new. I'm new to the game, okay? I'm new to the game. I've only been playing it for a couple of hours. All right, over onto this side. Soup does decide this is the gold mine to grab. Incredibly risky here. Incredibly risky. Beach Party should be thinking, okay, my opponent's been absolutely spamming these priests. What does that mean? That means that the gold income has been really high, which means the gold mine in the main base has to have expired. So he's got to be looking to find this other gold mine. And we are seeing Soup now rectifying his issue by throwing up a whole bunch of walls. Really nice play. And that should make him absolutely fine where that's concerned as the Berserks come in. And you can see Berserks are a high damage unit. High DPS units are the counter to Warrior Priests. Unlike against Norse, where the counter is counter infantry units like the Axemen. These units, you need those high infantry units to actually deal with this, as he's just picking off a whole bunch of them. We've got the texture blood to come through, and the simplest thing to do against these guys is simply just run. It's 30 seconds, I believe, in the classical age until the unit does die. And then it goes up to like 55 seconds or something, and then it goes up to a minute. I don't know. Anyways. Over onto this side, picking off that spy. Exposed the smoke trap. Mixed that one, unfortunately. We do have another smoke trap on this town center just to check out if it ever gets grabbed. I like this move. I think this is a nice little cheeky move because this is probably not going to get triggered. And it's probably just going to give line of sight on the town center for the first foreseeable future. Yeah, Sean ones versus Norse seem like a fantastic idea. Basically, anytime you play against Norse, building counter infantry is a general big thumbs up. So once Soup gets to the heroic age, puts a great temple down, and starts building those Sean ones, I think Beach Party is going to be struggling even more. Now, the answer to the Sean one is throwing Axemen, right? Or Jarls. I think raiding cavalry might win there as well. I don't know. I haven't tested anything like that, but throwing Axemen should be a fine thing to add in there. But then you've got throwing Axemen getting countered by Eagle Warriors as well. So it's a difficult micro fight for the Norse, I'd say. But yeah, I've got a couple of things to say about Purge. I think the tooltip and what actually happens with Purge is a little bit different. It says the tooltip for Purge says it kills all the units. We are going to not be seeing Purge here. We've got the Starfall coming in, but Purge actually has a damage cap. It does 1,500 resources worth of damage. So yeah, you're not going to kill all of them. You'll kill a bunch of them. What are they costing? Like 90? 80? Yeah, you'll kill like 20, but yeah. Nonetheless, Heroic Age finally coming through for both players. And we did see a second town center coming up here for Beach Party. He has actually managed to keep himself quite competitive on the villager count. Behind 10 villages is still losing, but quite competitive on the villager count. And he's got 160 favor in the bank. So what's he going to do with that is the big question. Whether it's going to be Battle Boars, or it's going to be Valkyrie, or it's going to be a whole bunch of extra God Power usages. As now Beach Party, unfortunately, here getting hit with another raid as the archers coming in. We also see the conversion of this for the most amount of threat, but archer raids are somewhat a threat here onto Beach Party. I wouldn't do this blindly, because if your opponent has raiding cavalry out, you're going to lose all of your archers. But because it's majority berserks from Beach Party, the archer raids end up being really good because they're only 4.8 speed, and these archers here are 4.6 speed. It's kind of close, and the archers counter the berserks. So yeah, it's perfectly fine where that's concerned, as Soup does take literally full advantage of, I'm going to call it a mechanic, but it might be a bug. The lifespan of the Tajipla, the empowered warrior priest, the lifespan of that unit. Excuse me. What am I saying? My brain stopped working. The lifespan of that unit resets upon age up. So, Soup gets it up, and then he charges in, and he's good to go. Soup thinks the Aztec units are weak. I don't think that they are weak. No. I think that they have very specific use cases, though. And if you're not building the right unit, they will appear to be weak. Yes. As the flaming weapons comes down, Throw an Axeman will be beating the heavy tequila archers. I know it's not that, but... But the archers are going to be pulling back and all good now. So Throw an Axeman with the flaming weapons should be beating these guys. Especially with a couple of other units in the mix. I can go through and sort of show off what I think about every matchup and for the Aztecs on what human units you should be building, but a lot of the time, well, basically every single matchup I think requires you to be building Eagle Warriors. Eagle Warriors are the main unit for the Aztecs. Just like every single matchup, as the Egyptians require building some form of chariot archer or some form of spearman, right? Like you just that's the core unit. Or if I'm playing as like Zeus, or Greek, every single matchup is going to be requiring me to build Peltast. If my opponent builds archers, you know, every single matchup is going to be requiring me to build hoplites as Zeus, right? Like these are just things that happen in the game. So yeah, Eagle Warrior is the main backbone of the Aztec army. So not building them is a mistake, I would say. Now Soup here is trying to make usage of actually hasn't upgraded them, but he's trying to make usage of these upgrades, which I don't know about this. Like if we jump into this, I'm gonna just take a bit of a time here. There's no mad synergy for that war hut. There's nothing in this thing apart from these two techs to boost the war hut. The only god that I think can realistically go war hut units is Wits. Like seriously, because you get Wings of the South for faster units, and you get these things. I think Wits can do it. I don't think these other gods can do it because they don't have any real synergy, like mad synergy to really boost them up. So these units are, I call these units throwaway units to use in the classical age, and then once we get to the heroic age, you can start moving away from them. Spearmen are always good versus cavalry, so there's no reason to not build spearmen if your opponent's building cavalry, but the archers, we want to move away from those into Eagle Warriors pretty much every single time. And then on top of that, I think the Shawn ones are quite good at killing off infantry. I think the Jaguar Riders, the Jaguar Warriors, Ocelotl Warriors are quite good when you go into them, when you upgrade for them. So, for example, this one, and then this one for the Mythic Age, you're gonna have some really, really powerful Ocelotl Warriors there. So that's my take on it. But of course, I could be wrong, and these guys are playing the game, so they've got a bit of a feel for it. But I also have to say, if you're playing the game inefficiently, and then you come up with a sort of opinion on it, because you think you're playing it efficiently, right? But you're playing it inefficiently, then life's going to be a little bit tough. As we see the fight coming in, and you can see the military advantage here is well in favor of Beach Party. Even though Soup's score is incredibly far in front, Beach Party's army value is so far in front of Soup's. So he's going to lose the fight. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you got to be, yeah, sometimes that happens. Well, I like this usage from Soup. I didn't think about this. Craft Workshop on a gold mine and on a dwarven mine. So it means you get double the value on the Calpulli Craft Workshop for even more resources. But Beach Party has really caught Soup out here. He's gone full into army, and he's got so much pressure to be putting on right now as Soup has to get himself out some defense, but Beach Party's got no resources, so as these units start to die, he's not going to be able to keep pushing this in, but I don't know if Soup can even kill these units. Now the Jarls to take out some villagers. Some very, very nice damage here from Beach Party. He absolutely needs this to get back into the game because he's fallen so far behind on economy. Of course, Soup has gone at max greed, I'd have to say. He's got all of his economic upgrades. Beach Party now says, okay, the reinforcements are in. I got to pull back. Soup survives, but he does lose a bunch of economy, and the villager differential has slightly caught up here. But now Soup can push back, and he will start to win these fights. Alrighty, so Soup in. The problem here for Soup is he doesn't really have any pushing power until the Mythic Age. And this is also the problem for Atlantean sometimes when playing against Norse. If you decide to play a sort of... Actually, you know what? No, I think that the Autonton Smasher is perfectly fine against Norse as opposed to Atlanteans. It's still okay with Atlanteans, but it's a little bit more tricky. But because the Eagle Warrior is such a good unit against the throwing axeman because of its range and bonus damage and relatively high DPS with all of that, then this means this unit's not going to get taken out super quickly by throwing axeman. You just walk in with the ranged units and you snipe the throwing axeman. You're going to be able to take down buildings perfectly quickly, reasonably, easily, no problems. Yes, he does have a giant farm operation on one Calpulli livestock pen as well. Classic Soup. And he's also eating the turkeys on this position as well, which I love to see. Do these guys gather faster on turkeys than the farms? They do. Barely. You know, the thing about Soup is he's so, like, and I love this, he's so keyed in to the Civ's mechanics and like how he can maximize his income, but his outcome, his spending is just completely all over the place. He's got 4K food, 3K wood, 1,400 resources worth of favor. I'm gonna start calling it this because it looks like it's not so bad when you go, oh, it's only 146. No. This is 1,400, 1,500 worth of resources. So a grand total of something like 7,000, 8,000 unspent resources in the bank for Soup. Meanwhile, on the other side, Beach Party is spending every single last little bit of his resources, and Soup has to pull back ever so slightly. He's got the advantage militarily here. He could just push and probably win these fights. He's got the stronger units, I'd say, if he's got his armory upgrades, which he does. On the other side, it's a slight advantage. No, it's a slight advantage for Soup on the armory upgrades. So he should be able to win these fights. But now he's got corrupted ground. He's in the Mythic Age, and we'll see what he's going to be able to do here as he does go for the sacrifice. He gets himself the gigantic hero. This army is absolutely terrifying now for Soup. He did the Great Temple sacrifice for both the army and the warrior priests, and he is ready to go as he charges in here to take this position out. Beach Party is going... Ooh, that's so sick. I didn't even realize he had a separate ability there. He can kind of dash, and it looks like, I want to see that again. The damage is doing 99 hack damage per second. He just dashes. That's so sick. Okay, he doesn't even jump. Maybe that means he can avoid the wall problem. I don't know. Anyways, little bits of raids to come in up onto this side, but Soup can just ignore all of that. And you can see the absolute power of the Aztecs come Mythic Age doing this correctly. This is an insane timing for Soup. He doesn't even need to use his Corrupted Ground God Power. Corrupted Ground is normally a God Power that I would say you want to be comboing with something like a Lullaby or a Tailwind. I actually don't know how good it is for this god, because I don't know what, unless you have Lullaby, which you do have access to, you'd basically click Lullaby, get your army on top of the, not attack move, but just walk forward, get your army on top of the enemy army, then drop Corrupting Land, and then start fighting. Would be the like premium usage of that god power for like literally killing off an entire army and then having all the myth units there as well afterwards. It's these Jarls going down, and I don't believe Beach Party has a huge amount of hope left in this game, as the buildings will slowly get taken out. All the upgrades now coming in. These Twisted Limbs, Ocelotl warriors will start to be very, very powerful. Take a look at the upgrades for them. He's got, does he have them all? He's got 2 of them. He's missing 1. So we can almost see what they're going to look like, but 22.5 hack damage on a 3 population unit is a lot. The other, let me just see what the other boost is, just for my own sake. Over here, it's an extra 15%. So yeah, this guy would have DPS up the wazoo. Absolutely insane. I'm very interested to see a player go for that god path, but we're not going to see it in this one, and Suit does get the dub. I think he was having a little bit of fun after all of the damage he did early on. Did find himself in a bit of trouble, but in the end there, he does manage to get the win and shows off a very, very terrifying early game rush strategy here. So be on notice. Do not greed versus this Civ. It's aggressive. If you greed versus an aggressive Civ and you get punished, you got your own self to blame. GG. If you like the game, please hit the follow on the Twitch. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty. They nerf Volcano. Yeah, I don't understand. It is what it is. Samirian, thanks for the kind words, my guy. How do you see Tezzy be able to use his god bonus for tower, build time, and damage? Towers are a kind of a late game unit, and they always will be, so maybe Tez Catlapoca is a late game god. Why are the warrior priests not considered infantry? Because they're priests. Hang on, I just got to respond to a message. All right. What was I gonna do? Why don't I offer coaching? I do offer coaching, but my price is stupid high. So, and I don't advertise it because I'm embarrassed. But I don't have the time to do it for any less. It's on my Discord. Do I offer coaching for jazz music? Yeah, but that price is even higher. Keto! I was gonna watch a game of apparently Nyan versus Mini Yeti, and apparently it's silly. Where's Nyan? I have to roast him. My favorite, I can't, unless you did it in a custom Nyan, it's going to go out of sync. Nope. Oh, actually, he might be on a different account. What's he playing on? Is it on Char? He normally plays on Char for the... Nope, it's not Char. Is it Kitten? What the fuck? Whatever the fuck it's called. Kitten Claw. He played a day ago, but... No, I don't... Maybe I should go to Moscow then, because Moscow's... Is it in customs? No. I can't find it, Nyan. I feel like this game doesn't exist. Unless you just played it. Did you just play it? I think you just played it. That's why it's not showing up. Alright. Replays. Hopefully it's not just the same fast heroic Stardust thing. I don't think that's... I don't think it's a... Okay. Let's go. I'm not gonna cast the game because reasons. But... Okay. Nyan drops this here. He's playing as this god. Fair enough. And he's playing against Tez. I will speed through this and give my own opinions. Because my opinions are what matters most, right? Oh, it's because Gerbot needs to update his site. What do you mean? Oh, because of the patch. Yeah, probably. No. The other recorded games are going in there. I think it just takes time to update. Oh, Nyan is this god. Okay, fair enough. Nyan's the shit god. Wait. Okay. Use your god power. Use your god power. Use your god power. Wait, what? Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, temple. No attachment. Start building warrior priests. Makes sense. I think that Moscow here is advancing too late. I think that the very high levels, I think you do need to advance at approximately 3 minutes. And like the fast advance, I think that's important. Maybe a touch behind that, 1 villager later is maybe fine, but I think you're going to get into trouble. So fast advance and start hitting these guys. Okay, this here actually, this move from Moscow actually isn't bad. Agave Bloom straight down underneath the town center, and every villager moves back onto it, and then this priest is going to die without doing anything. So that is an angle here. This won't do anything versus the Bloom if done correctly. And he is charging in to try and pick off units, but like I said, the Bloom is a perfectly reasonable response to any sort of priest rush. In fact, I don't expect to take any damage from this. I like this move here with the lumber outpost because you can garrison and outplay. Perfect. Well played. And I think Nyan just comes out behind there. And if I'm Moscow now, I just walk over here, I build a wall like this. Right? Then I build a wall like this. And then I build a house or I build an armory here. And then I build a wall like this. And all of a sudden, the warrior priest aggression here is not going to be able to achieve a whole lot. And then I can go heroic age. Because staying in the classical age in this matchup does not seem like a great idea. The watchtowers here is probably the mistake. You don't really need that straight away. You need to get the buildings up immediately. But anyways, the bloom is still in as well, so you can get the heals there. But I do like this play of the lumber outpost. You could even drop that on the craft workshop there if you want. But this specific TG player is doing way more damage than it otherwise should. I think this is just going to take time to unlock how to defend, and then it's not going to happen anymore. But yeah, a wall, these two houses here, or a house here, an armory, and then in the next age. It's like the it's like the weasels, exactly. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Bloodletting. I don't know about doing this, to be honest, at this stage. You just lost a whole bunch of HP. Unfortunately, Moscow here is just getting cheesed. But that's what Nyan does! All Nyan does is cheese. He can't play a standard game to save his life. So he has to cheese, right? Where are you, Nyan? I'm flaming you. Okay, now heroic age. Both players going to the heroic age makes sense. Okay, and then straight into Eagle Warriors is what makes sense. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Great defense from Moscow. I would use this agave bloom to heal these units back up as well. So get them into range and heal them up. You lose out on food, but I don't need food. Temple coming up. Yeah, I don't need food here as in the heroic age. I just need wood and gold in this situation. You don't know why they buff Starfall? Me either. But I am not in charge of the balance patch, so... And neither are you. So I don't need to explain it. I can just say I don't get it. Now the agave... Look, the agave bloom loses food for its healing. That's how it works. And it heals fast. Okay, market and... Sean ones? I get it, but I don't like it. I don't think we need them because you have the Tsitsimiddles. You have the Tsitsimiddle, so all you need is Eagle Warrior and Tsitsimiddle because the Tsitsimiddle will kill everything and the Eagle Warriors can just snipe off the Warrior Priests. I agree Sean ones are good. I 100% agree with you, J-Red. But, let me pause. But, if I have 30 Eagle Warriors, and you have 15 Eagle Warriors and 10 Sean ones, who wins the fight? Equally, if I have 30 Eagle Warriors, and my opponent has got 15 Eagle Warriors, 15 Jaguar Warriors, and I have Tsitsimiddle as well, again, who wins the fight? So, yeah. The only thing that beats the Eagle Warrior is actually the Coyote Warrior. And both players can win that with Tailwind, but they both have Tailwind, so I guess maybe they don't win. No, I think Tailwind boosts a little bit more the Coyote Warrior than the Eagle Warrior, so you'll be able to charge in and kill them. There is Lullaby as well from Nyan, so if Nyan wants, he could go Coyote Warrior, and he could go Tailwind with a whole bunch of Warrior Priests. He could Lullaby first, charge in. I don't know what he used Lullaby on before, but Lullaby, charge in, attack, kill off. Then once the Tailwind clicks, you click Tailwind yourself and you kill everything. So those are the options. So it's not like Eagle Warrior is the only option. I think getting a hand, like 1 or 2 Shawn ones does make sense just in case your opponent goes for the actual counter unit. Unfortunately, that's wild. I don't know why Moscow would fight underneath the Great Temple, but he won the fight. The only issue is that he doesn't get the Ayotochli. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, I don't know what... I reckon this looks like a lot of fun. I think Moscow hard misplayed, but I think if Moscow had played this correctly and didn't just throw his army away underneath the Great Temple there, I think this game was developing into a really, really fun game. Like, in what way is this dumb? I don't understand. Moscow outplayed no, he didn't outplay. Like, that's... In what way did he outplay? Nyan, that's not... Just macro better. You should do 3 temples, kill 20 of your vills for favor, and do pure heroes and myth. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Like, if Moscow had played this correctly in the heroic age and didn't sack his army, this game would have shaped into a really fun game. So, you guys can keep on saying bullshit all you like, but it's just bullshit. It's funny that 2 myth units spawn 1 egg, then 2 eggs hatch and spawn 1 more. So from 10 myths you can get 10 more. Yeah, but the eggs can get killed. Thanks, Vindicare. Would someone like to play me in a video game? I'm staying away from the ladder so I don't influence the seating for the weekend, right? That's my excuse. Ha! Ha ha! I'll happily play non-Aztec as well. I can play one of the other gods at this point. I don't really care. Is Aztec Mythic Strike a thing yet? I don't know. The wait is super long? What do you mean? Nyan, come play me. Don't be scared. Is the obsidian shard is a myth unit, right? It's tagged as a myth unit, right? Or is it not? Hang on, I'm gonna check this out. Give me a second. We don't have Loggy's mod, so I have to actually look at the game files. But at least I know what I'm doing, so I can actually look at them. You guys I'll show you the game files. Are you guys ready? Wait, why is this not working? Oh. It's supposed to train other units, look! But it's only training the top one for whatever reason. I don't think it's a myth unit. It's a building. It's a building, it's not a myth unit. Okay. What's the stats on it? Where's the stats? It's got high pierce. You want crush damage to kill off the shards. Okay, fair enough. Your poor eyes. I'm so sorry. Blame Loggy for not having advanced tooltips done yet. Okay, where's my opponent? Should I play some random against whomever? See, I don't want to play ranked, run into someone not playing the Aztecs, and then play one of the vanilla civs at this point. Someone made a mod to play as the evil side of Golden Gift. I did hear about that. I am going to look at it, but probably not till next week or the week after. Probably not until I finish the Aztec campaign. There's a lot of single player content to play. Okay, fine. I will play Bloody Ladder. The campaign, I think I'm going to do it off stream. For the algorithm. Do I think the devs are going to chill out with adding new civs now? No idea. It all depends on the sales of this DLC. I don't know how it went. I got no idea. The players did shoot up to similar numbers to what it shot up to for the Japanese in the player count. So that could be a good thing. Alrighty, let's play a gimme game here against ranked opponent. Let's see what we're gonna have to deal with. Mosca as that thing. Okay. I don't think there's going to be anything to attack here early on. Because there's the hippos underneath the town center. Hippos underneath the town center. There's Obviously, he can attack my gold mine. I could attack his gold mine, but I think the idea of getting a lumber outpost on that. There isn't back gold mines, so we're probably looking at a difficult game to play 2TC on. I'm running out of thoughts, feelings, ideas. I think we can. Okay, I've got an idea. I think. Dwarven horseshoe seems useless. I should have gone one villager later here. I should have gone one villager later. Oh well.
Motlanawatil nineki te postli.
Motlanawatil
Nalia.
Motlanawatil Mokuali. Nalia Kuali.
Shikamanarni kuali nakunichiwas.
Where is his base? Over here? Am I blind?
Motlanawatil sto. Shikamanarti. Mokuni nalia kunichiwas. Shiniitsta kual nalia nichiwas. Kunit nanichiwas. Nanichiwas. Nakuali nichiwas. Shimomokushikenet lamik ticket. Shimotlanawa nalia. Kuali. Naliku nalia.
Nichiwas Nalia Kuali.
Ni ikena kalchi kwate. Shikamanarti nichikuali nalia.
Shikama Nichiwa Nalia Nichikuali.
Motla kuali. Shimon kalchiket. Motlanawatil.
Shikagena. Elgena te postli.
Shimomokuit ni mamochi. Kenetlakatl. Ken nineki. Kena mamochiwa.
Shimomo Elis.
Ni Nalia Nichiwas Kuali. Nalia
Ni kuali nalia. Ni kuali.
I've been absolutely owned here, I think, but we'll see if we can find some value.
Shikama Nichiwa Nalia.
Shikama kalchiket. Kwateki.
Liitsto Shikama Nichiwas Kuali.
Shiknichiwas kuali.
Shikama Nalti Nalia Kuali. Nitnal Kuali Nalia.
Ni ishimomo kenetlakatl. Ni nalia kuali.
Motli Nal Kuali. Liitsto
Modni kuali. Motlanawatil kena. Shikamanalti ni mamochiwa. Shimo nineki. Te postri.
Shimomokuitlawi.
Motlanawatil
Kenatlakena. Koateki.
ni itsto lamik ticket.
Shikama Nalti.
Shik Elineki. Te postli.
Shikakwateki. Motla kenetlaka kwateki.
Motlanawatil.
Ni itsto Kalchiket. Kuateki.
Ni Motla na Wanali ni Chiwas.
Ni kena tepostli.
Shimo mamo te postli. Motla kena te postli. Ni ikena te postli.
Nikuali.
Shikamanalti. Kuateki.
Shimomo Elis. Kalchiket. Shikamanalti. Kalchi tepostli.
Motla na Watil.
Shikamanalti.
Ni Itztok.
Maybe I should go village center here into this strat.
Motla masewalsi.
Nikuaneli ni Chiwas.
Ni itztok.
Motla na Watil.
Motla tepostli. Shikamasewaltsi.
Shikamanalti.
Ni itsto. Te postli.
Ni Itztok. Motla na Nelia. Kuali. Nelia. Niku Nelia. Motla na Watil. Ni Shikamanalti.
Motnaku ni
Ni
Chiwas.
Itztok. Kual ni Chiwas.
Motla na
Ni
watil.
Itztok. Ni Nelia.
Nilia kuali. Ni itztok. Kalchi lamiktiket.
Ni Itztok. Kuali. Ni Chiwas. Kuali. Nelia. Kuali. Ni Kuali. Tiawin.
Motla ingen Elis. Tepostli.
Shikaman Nelia. Ni Chiwas. Ni Itztok. Shikaman Motne. Tiawin. Titlate Tiawin. Kuak Nelia. Titlate Witin. Chinmiktian. Shikamanalti. Ni Chiwas.
Shimomok mam ni neki.
Ni
Kalchi.
Itztok. Kuali. Shikna ni Chiwas. Ni Chiwas. Nelia. Ni Kuali. Ni Kuali. Ni Nelia.
Shimo kalchiket.
Shikaman Kuali. Titlate Witin. Ni Tiawin. Ni Chiwas. Ni Chiwas. Ni Chiwas. Nelia.
Shikamanalti.
Lamiktiket.
Ni Kuali. Ni Chiwas. Nelia. Ni Kuali. Ni Chiwas.
Shikamanalti. Kenat kuatek.
Shikamanalti ni Chiwas.
Shikamanalti. Motne Kuali. Nelia.
Motla na Watil.
Shikamanalti.
Kuali ni Chiwas. Ni Itztok. Ni Itztok.
Ni Nelia.
Motla masewaltsi. El tepostli.
Shikaman Kuali.
Ni Kuali. Nelia. Ni Chiwas. Te Chinmiktian. Ni Chiwas. Shikamanalti.
Ni Nalia.
I thought I was gonna get ruined here by the counter is it's actually I can't go close to the Tsitsa middle because he'll stun me and then kill me. Am I happy they made Volcano completely useless? No. I definitely said that I don't feel like it's that bad. Wait. Where are his villages? Oh, they're in the town center. Okay. No, when you resign, the town center dies. Oh. This is why I don't play ranked. It's 9-minute games. Can't find a good opponent. I think people like to. I mean, look. Here's the honest truth, though, Leaf Watcher. Volcano getting nerfed now means that they were planning to nerf this before we saw the game. That's what it means. So that was their own internal testing told them to nerf Volcano. This has got nothing to do with what anyone else said, because the first patch is done a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I think. I could be wrong on that. I know there's like they have to like do the patch and then they upload it, and then it takes time for it to all come out. So this patch isn't based on like anyone's feedback apart from internal stuff. I don't want to play ranked. I feel bad. I feel bad hard sweating at the moment because these guys need to catch up to me. I'm too good. Let's play some random all on in customs. Where's my boy Ben? That's right. He's probably working, to be honest. Am I smurfing? No, I'm on my. This is my name. I think this account's my highest rated account. I don't know. Mitch is a fairly useless god now. What's Mitch? Oh, this one. I think that the Tunk isn't terrible. If you have, you need a couple of them, and then I guess they're not that expensive. You need AoE to go with it. So Tunk plus Obsidian Butterfly, or Tunk plus the Mackie to die with the thing would be really strong, I think. What's the other one? Is there any other AoE? Or Tunk plus, like, yeah, anything that does AoE. Is there any other units that do AoE for this? I don't think so. Yeah. Basically, Tunk plus Tunk. Maybe it is bad. It's got no synergy. What we could do is we could go on Tiob and we could play anything but Aztecs on Tiob. Actually, I could play anything but Aztecs, yeah. Let's try this once more. Is there anyone out there who wants to play me in a 1v1 video game? I'm going to be right back as well. And then we'll decide what's next. Can you stream Skype? Sure. I don't mind. But you have to play Aztecs. I want to play against the Aztecs with the vanilla civs. Crazy casual question. Okay, shoot. Go, God of Lettuce. I know all about the casuals. I'm the ultimate casual. The Tonali from the owl seems bugged too. I'm not sure what that means. But Tonali does seem bugged. Ah. Is a 63 kill Phoenix a normal sight? Probably not, to be honest. You don't understand Tonali very well? Well, Tonali... Okay. Here's what the files say. Tonali gives 0.75 favor per Tonali. And that scales down as you approach 300 favor gained from Tonali. In the same way that gathering favor for Norse scales down as you approach 300 favor. Right? So that's one Tonali. Should give you 0.75. One myth unit Tonali should give you 4 favor. That's not what's happening. I think what's happening is the first Tonali gives you 0. And every Tonali after that gives you 1 favor. Going with that same drop off. Okay. Let's play another ranked game, and we'll play no shenanigans. No Aztec shenanigans. The special attack from Owl? Wait, does it? Ah. I think the tooltip is wrong. I don't think that's what it does at all. It gives a chance to get one hit. The tooltip is just not right. It must be an old design. Let me double check this. Because I looked at the files, and that's why, like, I don't look at this because this doesn't mean anything to me. Give me a second. Wait, oh, where'd it go? I had it open. Now I don't have it open. 1 second. Tunk. Tunk Ulu Chu. Yeah, no, it does. It has. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. You're going to get flashbanged. You're going to get flashbanged. I don't care. So, this is the Tunk files. This is what the Tunk does. Not what the tooltip says it does. This is what the Tunk does. 60 hack. 2x versus myth units. The on-hit effect of its charged hand attack, which is its special ability, does 15 damage with a max range of 1. There should be with an area damage of 4. So the charge attack does 15 divine, 4 damage of area. Then, if it's a human soldier, it gets an instant killable % chance of 0.25. So 25% of the time, the unit will die if it gets hit while marked by the ability. On top of that, it also modifies the max HP of all units hit by 0.75 and attaches this. So it does. That's kind of a big deal. I didn't notice that it did that. I missed that. Whoops. But yeah, that's what goes on. So yeah, I think that looks really good there after seeing that second stat. Freed, Rena, full mic. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, you legend. All right, let's play a game. No. 15 is okay. 15 divine damage might not seem like a lot, but 15 divine damage with an area effect of 4 plus reducing the enemy maximum HP by to 75%. If the unit's got 1500 HP now we're looking at like 300 damage for the 8 seconds if you kill it in the time frame. So that's kind of a big deal. Whether or not that's actually working, I don't know. Can you invent Turret Boys meta? There's no. Okay, so here's what I think I've figured out with Turret Boys. I think they suck in the classical age, but I think they're amazing in the mythic age. I think that's what I think. So you can try it out. I'll try it out at some point, but I think that's the case because they get a crazy amount of effective HP because their stats are so high. Every age up. I could be wrong on that though. So the idea is get to the mythic age and then make them. Maybe in the heroic age make them. But the heroic age myth units are so good that why would I bother, I guess, is the question. But Lullaby is really, really strong god power, so there's a lot of really cool tricks you can do with it to make your opponent's life very upsetting. Actually, considering one of the things that I've seen, I'm a little worried that it might be absolutely broken in some matchups. For example, the what am I saying? Aztec versus Norse, one town center classical fight type matchup sounds impossible for the Norse player. Just fuck Aztec. We're up with 330 Herso, Rush, and Heimdall. You think that works? What if I advance at 330? And then I kill all your Herso with my superpowered blood pact hero. What are you gonna do? Run away? Good luck. What matchup did you say is impossible for Norse player? I think that this god power plus building actually this god plus building spearman archer with lullaby sounds unwinnable for the Norse player on paper. Sounds. I don't know, but like you guys have to understand what Lullaby does. And what Lullaby does is it means your opponent can't move their army, which means I can build a trap underneath their army. So what Lullaby actually does is it does 20 hack damage to the entirety of the Norse army before this fight starts. And it allows you to be on top of the Norse army with your units before the fight starts. So there's no like hiding with throwing axemen or anything like that. All right, let's play randomal. Let's go. Buff Norse? Yeah, look, Norse is always going to be the god that gets picked on. I think it could be similar situation for Greek as well if it ends up being a one talent center classical fight. Invictus, okay. Invictus Aris.
Rig, kids,
In a park.
Greek. UIL.
Inito,
Image erect.
Enwich, Rig, kids,
Direct.
Ini kids, no,
In Erifir.
NEU, no,
And we UIL.
Give me a caribou. Then I want to move to something else. Good luck, have fun.
Rig, kids, Baya,
There's my something else. I'll move over onto the polar bear. Essentially, OP cheese coming your way. Be kind to me. I'm new.
Gerak. Kid. Bea. In which I knew. In Kid Bea.
Greek. UIL.
In it direct. In which.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go onto golds here just a little bit more. I want to try and get a 4-minute advance time. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but that's okay.
Gerek. Image erect. In a Jirek.
And UIL. Greek. You refer.
Enwich, Tai, Baya,
In Entio. Kid. In with you kid. Kid. In a kid.
In you refer.
Gerek. Jirek.
Okay.
In it Bea.
Ini kids,
Totally forgot to do this.
In wedge. In wedge. Kid. In Bea. Get you refer. Kid. In you are kid. Image
Ak,
direct.
Baya,
Direct. Tayo.
Rig, no,
Greek. Tayo.
In a direct. In
And
which.
we UIL. Tayo. You refer.
Entio. Bea. Gereg. Image erect.
That is my down center there. I think if
Infinito.
Greek.
I don't see anything too worrying coming my way. So I'm just going to put the town center up in his face.
Greek. Tayo. UIR. Tayo. And which.
Great tayo, kids.
In I kid. No. Into.
Ak, no.
Any ayo refer you I tayo. Ayo tayo. UIR.
Any kids. Kids.
And we ayo you ayo refer. Tayo ayo you ayo refer.
Rig.
Any tayo. UIR. Gerek kid. Greek.
All right, let's go. Oh, hello there.
And we ayo refer. You ayo refer. Enito. Greek tayo UIR. And we tayo. Enito. Ayo refer. Greek. UIR.
Oh, he's going to go for the butterflies, right? How do I kill the butterflies? Just build like pure priests
UIR. Tayo, refer.
and then run back to my main base.
Enito.
Okay.
In which UIR. Kids.
Ayo refer.
At least we're playing one town center versus two town center, right? At least I think we are.
Girej. Erifir. Ine Jirek. Tayo.
Enito. Tayo.
Finito.
No.
Rig.
Entio. In wedge head. Image correct head. Greek. Gerek UIR. Beya.
In which you refer. Kids.
Image tayo. Kid. And we ayo ayo refer.
Inak. Kids.
In wedge. Tayo.
Oh, it's not.
Ayo refer. Tayo. Any you.
Super confused.
And no.
Rig. You are no.
And which. Greek. Ayo refer. Tayo. Ayo refer. Tayo. Any you. Ayo refer.
Antio.
Gerek. You. In wedge.
Ak.
Tayo refer. Enito. Tayo. Enito. UIR.
In Ak.
Ayo refer. Tayo. In tayo. Pro en yawit. Ayo refer. Greek. Enito. Ayo refer. Tayo.
In which
Entio. Ak. Kid. UIR.
Ray. Kids.
UIR. Tayo. Greek and UIR. UI Enito. Tayo refer. Tayo. UIR. In wedge bear. Tayo refer. Tayo UIR. Tayo.
Kids.
Tayo refer. Tayo.
Break.
Tayo.
Kids. Kids.
Greek
And with break. Baya.
and bear. Any tayo refer UIR.
Into.
Tayo. Tayo refer UIR.
타요 에리아
And with kids. No.
Just get a I'm just like, I know I'm basically versus one town center and I just have to wait and get all the priests out so I can survive everything.
Tayo. Tayo refer.
And with you refer. Kids.
Tayo. UIR. Tayo refer. Tayo.
Break.
UIR.
Kids.
Any sandwich. Greek and any
And
tayo.
with you I know. You refer.
Greek. Tayo refer.
이네 안지요
Tayo. Tayo. Greek. Any tayo refer. UIR. Tayo. UIR. Tayo refer.
지레시
Greek.
Break.
Yeah, at Bay. In which.
Baya.
Greek. Enito. You are.
Oh, I need elephants to kill off the shards maybe.
You are.
안지요
Baya.
이네 타요
Enito refer.
Finito.
Oh, actually, just siege works.
You kid. And Enito. Tayo.
Finito. And with
Into you kid.
인 에리피에
Greek. And with you. Tayo refer.
finito.
In. Tayo.
Into you.
Tayo refer. Tayo. Tayo refer. Greek. And tayo refer. Tayo. Tayo refer. You I Enito. Tayo. Tayo. You and we. Tayo
Break.
refer.
Baya.
In and we. You I R. Greek. Tayo. You I R. Image. Bear. Enito. Tayo
And
refer.
with finito. You I air. Kids. And Baya.
Tayo. And you I R.
Break. Finito.
Any tayo. Greek. Enito. I R. Entio. Tayo. Ingawit. Greek. Enito. Greek. Tayo.
And with you react. Kids.
Greek. Enito. You I R.
Finito. Tayo. Baya. Break. Yak. Kids. You kids. And with
Gerek. Entio. Tayo.
GG! Mm. Yeah, the obsidian shards aren't myth units. They're siege tower. They're buildings. So siege towers, elephants. Well, kill them. I was kind of more scared of the butterfly. Should have mined some blocks? What do you mean? I'm confused. You want me to play Wits? I already played Wits! The Scarab Nest is also a building? Yeah, that you mean, yeah, that one's good. Boit abusing new Civ and Xbox player with his main god. True. I picked random, I rolled set, and I abused him. You're a Minecraft main? That's yeah, I understand that. I feel you on that one. I tried Minecraft once upon a time, but never again. Actually, I actually don't think I played Minecraft. I played Terraria. That was the one that I played. Wild. Okay, Recon, come play me. Quick game against Recon. Come on. We'll play on US West Coast. Infestation Nest is currently badly glitched. Hang on. I don't know if Recon's coming or not, but maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm going to ignore that statement just for the moment there, Mr. Just keep that to yourself, okay? You would if the game loaded. Yeah, sorry. I was going to test something, but I don't want to test it. Because you know what's going to happen, and I don't want to do that. I'll just go to the toilet. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back. Where's Recon? Wait, is Recon coming? Recon. If not, I'm gonna play. Okay. No, I'm asking if you're coming or not, because otherwise, I would have played Bridget. I don't even know what your account's called. Come abuse me. Abuse me with your ultimate Age of Mythology shenanigans. We'll see what I can do with my ultimate abusive non-Aztec god. Gaia! Gaia versus Tez. Alright. Let's see what happens here.
Bureg, Eschloss, Aked. Yuzma, Osto, Schwest.
Burek, Osto, Eschloss, Yuzmak, Yuji, Hedjos, Skopo, Hedjos, Bumak, Osto, Burek,
Hermak, Esh, Yuji. Aked, Diot. Ozmak, Eschloss.
Okay.
Hedjos, Bureg, Yubureg, Eschloss, Osto, Yuji, Mak. Skopos,
Skopos?
Bureg, Skopos, Yuji,
I feel like I did the wrong thing here early on. I think he is going to get all of the goats, which I don't like.
Mak, Osto, Hedjos, Skopos, Yuji, Hedjos, Yuji, Hedjos, Bureg, Yuji, Bureg, Skopos, Mak, Yuji, Skopos, Yuji, Eschloss, Mak, Bureg.
I haven't found any goats. What the hell?
Yuji, Hedjos, Yuji, Mak, Bureg, Skopos.
This feels bad. Oh, there we go.
Bureg, Yuji, Hedjo, Mak, Bureg, Skopos, Osto, Mak.
Bur, Schwest.
Hedjo, Eschloss, Yuji, Osto,
Her, Yuji, Schwest.
Skopos, Hedjos, Mak, Skopos. Skopos,
Osto, Mos Intem. Skopos?
Hedjos, Eschloss, Skopos, Yuji, Bureg, Yuji, Skopos, Yuji, Hedjos, Skopos, Hedjos, Skopos, Eshma, Osto, Yuji,
Bu, Mak. Aked. Diot.
Skopos, Bureg, Mak, Eshmak, Yuji, Osto, Bureg, Yumak, Bureg, Eschloss, Yumak,
Her, Aked. Diot. Yuji, Schwest. Osto, Schwest. Eschlost. Skopos, Schwest. Bur, Diot. Her, Mos Intem.
Do I need to build versus Aztecs, though?
Osto, Skop, Eschloss,
Classical Age, they don't have...
Yuji, Osto, Schwest.
I might need Terma. I don't need Catapulties. I think I can just go for...
Schwest. Bureg. Aked. Diot. Skopos?
Bureg, Eschloss,
I'm gonna just go for Mamillos off the bat here.
Mak, Yuji, Bureg, Osto, Mak, Eschloss, Yuji, Eschloss, Hedjos,
Herjo. Aked. Diot. Bureg. Yuji. Diot. Skop. Aked. Diot. Bureg.
Yuji, Eschlost.
Herjos. Diot.
Yuji, also Eked,
Skop Osto. Bur Diot.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Herjos.
Burek Diat.
Yuji.
Skopos. Ma Yuji. Eke. Also.
Skop Mak.
Skopo. Mak. Osto. Eshlo. Mak.
Burek.
Yuji.
Skopo Yuji. Herr Joes.
Herjos.
Skop Diot.
Burek.
Bur Eschlost. Yuji.
Erjmak, Eshlos,
Skopos. Eshlo.
Yuzmak,
Yuji. 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 Mak. Osto. Ma. Eshlos.
Erjos,
Yuji. Mak.
Yuji. Skop Osmak.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Skopos, Eshlomak, Erjos, Yuge,
Skopos. Yuji. Eshlo. Mak.
Burek.
Burek. Yuji. Mak. Eshlos.
Burek Diat.
Skopos. Yuji. Skop. Yuji. Mak. Burek. Yuji. Eshlos. Skopos. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Skop. Eshlos.
Yuge,
Herr Bormos Intel. Skop Eschlost.
Yuji.
Skopmak,
Burek.
Burek.
Yuzmak,
Yuji Diot. Yuji Schwest.
Skop. Mak. Yuji. Eshlo. Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Skopos.
Eshlost. Vayen. Yuji. Diat.
Skopos, Eshlost,
Yuji. Skop. Eshmak. Eshlos. Burek. Yuji. Eshmak. Herjos. Osto. Yu. Burek.
Osto.
Herjos. Eshlos. Mak. Osto. Skop. Burek. Eshmak. Osto. Mak. Eshlos. Yu. Eshlos. Tell us Mak.
Burek. Mo. Esh Yuji. Osma. Yuji.
Yuzmak, Yuge, Eshlost,
Burek. Herr Eschlo. Vayen.
Vayen.
Yu. Eshlos. Yuji. Mak. Yu. Eshlos.
Voliat.
Burek. Yuji.
Yuji. Esh also. Skopo. Yuji. Herjos. Eke.
Mak. Herjos. Yuji. Osto. Mak. Eshlos. Yuji. Dilis Moke. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. E porofra. Burek. Eshlos.
Bur Diot.
Yuji. Mos. Intum. Burmak. Also.
Burek. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Dilis Moke.
Herjos.
Yuji Mak.
Skopo. Yuji. Yuji.
Her. Yuji. Osto. Skopos.
Yuge, Eshlost,
Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji.
Skopos. Burek. Eschlo. Herr Os. Yuji.
Eshmak. Esh Yuji.
Burek. Osto. Yuji Mak. Eschlost.
Mak. Eshlo. Yuji. Mak. Eshlost. Yuji. Mak. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Eshmak.
Burek.
Mak. Diot.
Herjos.
Skop. Yuji.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Eshlo. Mak. Esh Yuji. Esh Burek. Mak. Eshlost. Shmak. Osto. Skopo. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Eshlost. Burek. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Eshlost. Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Burek. Eke Diot.
Burek. Eshlost. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. 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 Eshlost. Yuji. Herjos. Eshlost. Burek. Eshlo. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji. Yuji. Dil e porofras. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Eshlost. Burek. Mak. Yuji.
Herr Joes. Osto. Eschlo. Diot. Eke.
Yuji. Mak. Eshlost. Skopos. Yuji.
Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Burek. Diot.
Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Eshlost.
Herr
Yuji.
Joe. Yu Diot. Burek. Eschlo. Diot. Ost. Diot. Diot.
Mak. Eshlost. Mak. Yuji. Eshlost. Yuji.
Skopos.
Mak. Ost. Yuji. Eschlost.
Yuji. Eshlost.
Yuji. Shve. Eke.
Yuji. Skopos. Ma schloss.
Skopos. Ma. Yuji. Ost. Mos intem. Herr Joe. Yuji. Aked. Bu. Esh. Aked.
Yuji schloss. Ma. Yuji. Yuji.
Schma. Yuji.
Skopos.
Bureg. Yuji. Ma.
Bureg. Osto. Herjo. Mak. Ost. Mak.
Bureg. Skopos.
Herr Joe's. Yuji. Vest. Herr Joe's. Bureg. Skopos. Aked.
Bureg.
Bureg. Aked. Yuji. Mak. Aked. Herr Joe's. Mos intem.
Bureg. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Bureg. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Skopos. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. Mak.
Ost. Yuji.
Skopos. Yuji. Schloss. Bureg.
Yuji. Eschlost.
Eschlost. Mak.
Yuji. Mak.
Herjo's. Osto. Yuji. Mak.
Bureg. Yuji. Bureg. Schloss. Yuji. Mak.
Yuji. Eschlost.
Yuji. Eschlost.
Schloss.
Osto.
Skop. Yuji. Yuji. Bureg. Mak. Schloss. Mak.
Erjo. Mak. Skop. Yuji. Mak. Eschlost. Yuji. Eschlost.
Bur. Yuji.
Yuji. Mak. Eschlost.
Yuji. Yuji.
Herr Aked. Skopos. Aked.
Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Bureg. Yuji. Mak.
Kerjos. Buka. Osto. Eked. Bureg. Mos intem. Yuji. Skopos. Mos intem.
Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. Skop. Bureg. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Yuji.
Bureg. Kerjo. Yu bukat. Eked.
Bureg. Skopos. Yuji. Bureg.
Yuji. Mos intem.
I need
Osto. Mos intem. Skop. Mos intem.
Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak.
I need heroes.
Bureg.
Yuji. Bureg. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Schloss.
Bukat. Aked.
Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. Mak.
Skopos.
Yuji. Bureg. Yuji. Mak. Skopos. Yuji.
I don't really know what he's building, but
Schloss. Yuji. Schloss. Skopos. Mak. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Bureg.
Julius Moke.
Yuji. Skop. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Bureg. Schloss.
Bureg. Eked.
Skopos. Bureg. Mak. Yuji. Schloss.
Erjos.
Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Schloss. Mak.
Bur. Aked. Bukat.
Diat. Kerjo. Diat.
Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Bureg. Skop. Mak. Schloss. Bureg. Skopos. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Yuji.
Yuji.
Yuji. Mak.
Bureg.
Schloss.
Mak. Eked.
Herr Joe's. Aked. Skop. Aked. Bukat.
Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Schloss. Bureg. Yuji. Mak. Schloss.
Schmak.
Skop. Bureg. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Bureg. Schloss.
Yuji. Aked. Diat.
Bureg. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Bureg. Schloss. Mak. Bureg. Yuji. Yuji.
Skopos. Mak.
Skop. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. 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 Burek. Burek. Yuji. Schloss. Kopos. Burek. Mak. Yuji.
Eschlost.
Yuji. Kopos. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Burek.
Yuji.
Yuji.
Kopos. Mak.
Shosto. Burschloss.
Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Schloss.
Mak.
Ah!
Shosto.
Mak. Schloss.
Yuji.
Yuji. Mak.
Bur. Mak.
Yuji. Kopos. Schloss.
I was gonna go into need to spot the temple and make that decision earlier. Yeah, these guys would get ruined. Yeah, I think I could have I think I should have won this one. I just kind of fucked up. That was a close game. Yeah, you get the craft workshop with Gaia Forests here, and then you've got wood plus gold getting big gains. Look at the eco. I mean, okay. Seems about right. He was sacking tons of villages to make the hero dudes early on. I was way far in front. I just built the wrong units. And then I didn't retreat immediately when the god power came down. My brain just sort of froze. I think if I had a wall here as well, and I can run through the wall, and then we can have I can probably survive a bit better. Alright, well. I want to play another one versus... Does Rico want to play one more? Archers or... Well, there's not another unit to build, so... You're either wrong or you're wrong. I genuinely thought it was going to be Eagle Warrior. That's why I went... Okay, GG Recon. But... Yeah, the Sean ones are obviously really, really good there. Sean 1 Spearman. Here's what it is. I will scout next time I play a game versus someone good. I've lost 2 games thus far since the Aztecs have launched. 1 game to me making an incorrect decision, going Mythic Age when I should have stayed in the Heroic Age, and then 1 game for me not scouting. That sucks. The not knowing what my opponent does, choosing the wrong thing and losing is I'm happy about that because then I can learn, but not scouting is me just playing badly. ISIS abuse in its current state, Mr. Boit. What would you give the DLC out of 10? I can't give a rating until I play the campaign, so I'm going to play the campaign a little later. You want to play Aztecs, Tunison? You have to play them on the weekend. I'll play the other gods, and you can practice your Aztec versus the other gods. Unless I roll Aztecs, in which case we play an Aztec mirror. Can we get Noir versus Aztec? No. Definitely not. That is not allowed. Uranus versus this guy. Okay. Oh.
Hedgehows. Osto. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Hedgehow. Burek. Hedgehows.
Shockwave against Blood Pact is seems like a really nice counter. To be honest. Also, Prometheus seems like a half decent idea to Blood Pact as well. Caladria to deal with that could be an idea. Full hero citizens to deal with any sort of early myth unit stuff. Put a sky passage up somewhere on the map and run early on to deal with all the aggression.
Hedgehows, Mak, Eschlost.
Yuji. Eker. Diot.
Skopo, Schwest, Hedgehows. Osmak, Yuji, Bureg, Osto, Eschlo, Yuji, Bureg.
Eker. Diot.
If you tried making Dow like 50% slower than villagers, the only thing they can be used for is I don't know what you're talking about. I'm out of the loop.
Uji. Aked. Diot. Vure. Aked. Diot.
Shmureg. Yuji. Yuji. Ma.
Yeah.
Herr Joes.
Shveshko. Mak. Yuji. Bushkopos.
Vure. Aked. Diot.
Yuji. Yuji. Hedgehos.
It looks like it's a bit of a one town center game, so if he goes for a town center, I'll just try and kill him.
Hedgehos.
You lost.
Burek.
Skopos. Ostmak. Ost lost. Yuji. Lost.
Yuji. Schwest.
Uji. Aked. Diot.
Bureg. Head of Mak. Ost Yuji. Yuji. Lost. Mak. Ost Yuji. Lost. Mak.
Skopos. Aked.
Uj. Ujma. Eshlo. Mak. Uj. Eshlos.
Burek.
Uji. Aked. Mos intem. Herr Diot. Bure. Aked. Mos intem.
Bureg. Yuji. Osto. Mak. Lost.
Erjos. Mak. Eshlost.
Head Yuji. Osto. Mak. Bureg. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Lost.
Uj. Eshlost.
Yuji. Osto. Mak. Dilis Moke. Burma. Osto. Skopos. Eshlo. Yuji.
Erjos. Mak.
Burek.
Skopos.
Yuji. Mak.
Erjos. Uj.
Skopos. Yuji. Mak.
Uji. Eshlos. Osto. Eshlost.
Hedgehos. Lost. Skopos. Eked.
Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. Mak. Lost.
Herr Joe. Mak. Bureg. Schwest.
Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Mak.
Burek. Also. Yuji. Also. Hedgehos. Ma. Lost.
Skopos.
Eshlo. Mak. Dilis Moke. Bureg.
Yuji. Also. Ma. Schwest. Yuji. Ma. Lost.
Uji. Aked.
Lost. Ma. Lost. Skop. Yuji. Osto. Mak. Osto.
Skopo. Uji. Schmak. Schwest.
Skopos. Yuji. Mak.
Burek.
Okay.
Herr Joes. Aked. Bayen. Bur. Schwest.
Also. Lost.
Bureg. Lost. Head. Lost. Yuji. Osto. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Lost. Yuji. Mak.
Eshlost.
Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Bureg. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Lost. Skopos. Yuji. Bureg. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Lost. Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. Mak.
I need heroes to deal with all the scorpions, so I'm just going to convert them.
Bureg. Skopos. Bureg.
What are you costing? A little bit too much at the moment.
Mak. Yuji. Mak. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Mak.
Eschlost. Mak.
Skop. Eschlost.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji.
Yuji. Herjo. Osto. Bure. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Skop. Bure. Yuji.
E poro
Osma.
fras.
Yuji. Aked.
Yuji. Mak. Skopo. Eschlost. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Yuji. Skop. Mak. Yuji. Burek. You eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Eschlost. Mak. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Eschma. Yuji. Mak. Eschma. Yuji. Eschma. Yuji. Yuji.
Yuji. Bolia.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Yuji. Mos intem.
Mak. Eschlost.
Yuji. Tilis moke. Skopos. Burek. Esch. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Esch. Yuji. Mak. Eschlost. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Esch. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. E poro fras. Mak.
Skopos.
Skop. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Burek. Skopos. Eschmak. Yuji. Mak. Eschmak. Yuji. Eschmak.
I have so many resources. What am I doing?
Burek. Yuji. Burek. Skopos.
Osto. Eschlost. Diam.
Yuji. Esch. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak.
Yuji. Skopos.
Esch. Yuji.
Herjos.
Burek Mak.
Yuji. Bure. Boliat. Skopos. Herjos. Mak. Aked. Yuji. Osto. Bure. Aked. Diat.
Eschlost. Skopos. Eschlost.
Skopos. Yuji.
Yuji.
Yuji. Yuji.
Bure. Eschlost. Mos intem.
Herjos. Schwest. Burek.
Mak. Schwest.
Burek. Skopos.
Yuji Mak.
Burek. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Burek. Esch. Yuji. Eschmak. Esch. Yuji. Mak. Skopos.
Well,
Yuji. Yuji. Mak.
I thought I'd win that fight, but obviously not.
Eschlost.
Hey, so
Yuji.
I think maybe I can bring it back with.
Burek. Yuji. Skop. Mak.
Obviously, if I don't macro correctly, I can't win a fight.
Skopos. Esch. Yuji.
That's probably the problem right there.
Burek.
Bure. Yuji. Eschlost. Osto.
Eschmak. Skop. Esch. Yuji.
Burek Mos Intem.
Burek. Eschmak.
Burek Mak.
Yuji. Eschlost. Mak.
Yuji.
Skop. Mak.
Yuji.
Osto. Yuji. E poro fra. Yuji. Skopos.
Herjos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Mak.
Yuji.
Skop. Yuji. Mak. Eschlost.
Mak. Eschlost. Burek. Mak.
Yuji. Mak. Eschlost.
Yuji. Mak. Eschmak. Yuji.
Mak.
Eschlost.
Osto.
Yuji. Bure. Diat. Skopos. Bolia. Diat.
Mak.
Herjo. Aked. Diat. Yuji. Skopos. Bure. Diat.
Yuji.
Yuji. Skopos. Eschlo. Mos intem.
Skopos.
Herjo. Diat.
Yuji. Burek.
Schmak.
Skop. Yuji.
Scope Aked. Uji Aked. Bureg Aked. Mos Intim.
Burek, Yuji.
Any more buildings?
Also, Eked.
Uji Aked.
Skop ma Yuji. Yuji Shmak. Burek. Yuji. Eshlo.
Uji Aked. Osto Aked. Eshlos. Uji Schmak.
Yuji.
Uji Eshlos.
Skopos.
Herr Joes.
Mak.
Bureg. Mos Intim.
Yuji.
Erjos.
Yuji. Eshluji.
Yuji, Eshlos. Also,
Uji Mos
Ma
Intim.
Eshluji. Skopos. Mak. Burek. Eshmak. Eshlo. Ma Eshluj. Ma Eshmak. Yuj. Ma Eshluj. Mak.
Uji Ost Aked. Mos Intim.
Skopos. Yuj. Eshmak. Burek. Shluji. Burek. Yuj. Mak. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Yuj. Eshlos. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Eshlos. Burek. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak.
Yuji, Mak.
Yuj. Eshlos.
Skopos, Kerjos, Yus, Eshlos. Yuji,
Uji
Burek. Also,
Yuji.
Herr Joes. Eshlost. Mak.
Skopos, Mak. Schwest,
Yuji.
Osto Schwest.
Mak. Skopos. Eshluji. Eshlos.
Burek. Yuji, Mak.
Ma
Eshlos.
Eshlos. Yuj. Eshlos.
Scope Aked. Uji.
Ma Yuji.
Uji Skopos. Herr Joes. Aked. Bureg. Scope Aked. Eshlost.
Burek. Eshlos. Yuji. Yuj. Mak. Yuj. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Yuji.
Yuji, also, Mak. Eked, Diat. Kerjos,
Yuji. Yuji.
Herr Mak.
Yuj. Mak. Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji. Bur. Eshmak. Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji. Eshlost. Mak. Yuji. Eshlost.
Uji Aked. Mos Intim.
Yuji. Burek. Skop. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Bur. Mak. Eshlost. Mak. Yuji. Eshlost. Dilis Mokay.
Bureg. Mos Intim. Osto.
Burek. Yuji,
Mak. Yuji. Eshlost.
Herr Joes. Uji.
Yuji.
Herr Yuji.
Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Eshlost. Eporo. Yuji. Mak. Dilis. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Dilis Mokay. Yuji. Eporo Fras. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Dilis Mokay. Eshlost. Eporo Fras. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji. Dilis Mokay. Eshlost. Eporo. Mak. Dilis Mokay. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eporo Fras. Dilis. Mak. Epo. Yuji. Eshlost. Yuji.
The first fight was just bad. I shouldn't have tried to force it so hard. Once I saw the archers, I should have pulled back and just made Terma. Or I could have macroed properly and maybe I would have won that fight. I don't know. Ugh. Does the purge doesn't work on heroes, does it? Let me double check. Oh, it does work on hero. No. It does work on heroes. Oh, okay, so you can't avoid it like, that's why I stayed in it. I thought I wasn't going to lose that much. But it works, I think it does work on heroes. Okay. Not that I think you can run away from it and escape it, but alas. But yeah, I was already kind of lost from the shitty first fight. No, it doesn't kill the whole army. It kills 1,500 resources worth of a unit. So if you use it on a Mamillo, it can potentially kill. I think it's 80. Oh, I mean 90. The resource cost on a Mamillo. 5530. 85 divided by, well, 1,500 divided by 85. So like 25 or something. I don't know. Does anyone actually make the rabbits? I don't know. Rabbits seem good to me in the situations where they're good. But I think the main PowerPoint for the Aztecs for competitive is going to be the heroic age. So staying in the classical age for rabbits probably not going to happen a huge amount.
请猎人。什么？出发！猎人。
准备好的。是的。
什么？出发！
Wait, what map?
准备好，遵命。是出发！猎人。
好的。
什么？遵命。
是的，遵命。
I didn't see what map we're on. This is not a build order that I use normally. It's the one we're gonna go with.
出发！遵命。
准备建筑工，伐木工。
起什么？出发！遵命。
Okay.
是的，出发！准备好了，遵命，出发！
请下命令的什么？
是的。
是的，伐木工。
是的，
是遵命，出发！
请下命令。
遵命，请下命令，出发！遵命。
Just gonna go for a bit of a dock boom. I don't believe I'm getting cheesed, so.
什么？ 遵命，
Get this
遵命，
dock up here.
准备好了，猎人。出发，猎人。
准备好了，什么？出发！遵命，出发！
I just want to see if he's doing anything funky or if he's just gonna sort of play normal.
是的，好了。
Playing water against the Aztecs, my brain
是的，建筑工
is not going to hang with this, to be honest.
请下。准备好。
什么？建筑工，伐木工。
请下命令。
请下命令。好了。
是的，遵命。是的。
是的，遵命。
是遵命。
什么？ 准备好了。什么？准出发。是的，请准备好了。什么？请下出发。伐木工。是的。好的，是的。
Okay, time for a temple.
什么？是的，遵命出发。
什么？准备好了，建筑出发。建筑工，伐木工。
什么？好的。准备好。准备好了。是的，请遵命。是的，出发。好的，是的，好的，是的，是的。请下命令。
是遵命。请下。准备好了，伐木工。是的。
是遵命。什么？准备好，建筑工。准备好了。
什么？
请下命出发。遵命出发。是的。什么？准备好了，遵命。建筑工。
准备好了，建筑工。伐木工。是的。请下建筑工。
是的。请下命。是建筑工。建筑工。准备好了。
Okay.
什么？是的，是的，请出发。遵命。好的，准备好了，出发。伐木工，请下命令。
Okay, so I got to worry about what? Like a fast heroic of some sort. So I think I'm just going to go fast heroic myself so I go straight into stages and defend myself against whatever he's going to send my way.
是的，遵命，出发。遵命。伐木什么？伐木工，建筑工，伐木工。是遵命。是的。
什么？
什么？好的。是的。出遵命。
What do I need to build? I don't really need javeliniers. He's making noble huts. We're going for jaguars. Can you please just back in here? Those are coyote warriors, so my first thought is what?
准备好了，矿工。
请下出矿工。请遵好的。
I guess Dao.
准备好，遵命。矿工。
是法遵命。建筑工。
是的。
什么？建筑工，请下命令。出发。遵出发。建筑工准备好了。遵命。建筑工。
Dao Fire Archer is my guess. We'll do that. Dao Fire Archer and
请下命令出矿工。
请遵矿工。是出发。建筑工，建筑工。
是的，建筑工。什么？遵命，建筑矿工。是建筑工，矿工。
遵矿工。遵命。
准备好了。
什么？
准备好了，矿工。
是的。请下命令。建筑工、矿工。准备就绪，出发。
请下建筑工。
是的，出发。是的。
准备好了。
行。是遵命。
是的，出发。矿工。什么？建筑矿工。
请下命令。是遵命。
Thanks for the prime, Brosia Brodenson. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
遵命。是的，准备是的。
准备就绪。好的，出发。请下遵命，出发。是的，出发。
是的，遵命。矿工、建筑工。
遵命。准备就出发。请遵命，出发。 好的，遵命。准备好了，建筑工、矿工，准备就绪。
I know that I have 2K food in the bank, but I have a plan for it.
什么？建筑矿工，准出发。请下命令。请下命令。是的。请准备出发。遵命。请下建筑工、矿工。 准备好，建筑工，是出发，工作前进，请遵命，好，出发。
什么？好的。
请是的，准备就绪，遵命，请下命令。是的，出发。 出发！开战！什么？是的，攻击！请下命令。遵命。准备好遵命。建筑工。
是的，出发，遵命。是的。
请准备就绪，出发，是的，出发。请准备就绪，是的，好的，遵命。遵命，出发。
请出发。矿工，准备好，建筑伐木工。
出发，请下命令，攻击。 准备就绪，遵命，出发，出发，遵命，出发。好的，遵命，好，出发。
Might be making a mistake here by not going for a town center myself, so maybe we just put one up.
遵命。
But I need to get my heroes out, so
遵命。
let's do that.
出发。 请下命出发，建筑工。出发。请下命令。准备就遵命。
好的，是的，好的。什么？遵命，是的。
请下命令，建筑工、伐木工。
好的，遵命。好的，遵命，准备就绪。 什么？出发！准备好，出发，准备出发，遵命。
I'm gonna attack his main base. I don't think I can attack him there, so let's just go for the main base and see what happens.
遵命，出发。遵命。 发，出发，遵命。出发，请下遵命。出发是遵。
I keep on confusing which god is which. Not ideal.
出遵命，出发。
准备好了，遵命。好的，是的。
遵命，出发。出发。准备好了，请下命令。什么？
准备好了。是的，建筑工、伐木工。
准备好了，出发，遵命。请下命令，出发，开战。遵命。是的，出发。是的。遵命。准备就绪。出发，遵命，出发，遵命，出发。遵命。请是的，攻击。攻击，出发，开战。出发，还是攻击，开战。是的，遵命。出发，出发，遵命。是的。出发，遵命，准备好了。出发，是的。
What does that do? That's volcano, okay.
好的。
什么？攻击，准备好了。建筑工。是的。是的。什么？遵命。出发，建起什么？准备行，开战！好的，开战！遵命，请下命攻击。遵命，准备开战。行，前进，准备就绪，攻击，开战，前进。行，攻击，开战。请出发。是遵命。是的。攻击。好的。遵命。前攻击。出发。开战。是的。遵命。行，前进。
请下命令，准备好出发。建筑工。
请遵。是的。
准备就绪。准备好了。是的。开战。请。是的。请好的。准备出发。攻击。出发。攻击。是的。遵命。请出发，前进。请遵主。是的。
是的。
请遵命出发。建筑工。好的，遵命。是遵命。请遵命。
什么？建筑矿工。
准备好，出发。
Okay.
攻击。请出发。停下命令，开战！遵命。准备好了。是，请遵命。准备遵命。遵命。
准备好了。
I need more on gold here, right? Actually, I can just buy some wood.
是的，建筑矿工
准备好了。是的，什么？出发，遵命，攻击！
攻击！请下命令。
是的，矿工。
出发。
遵命，攻击！行，开战！遵命，攻击！遵命，前进！
请下命令，准备遵命出发。矿工。
Actually, I don't really need this.
遵命。
出发，出发。
是的，建筑工。建筑工。
准备就绪。是的，行，遵命，行，攻击，遵命，开战，行，攻击，遵命，行，遵命。
是我，好的，是的。
行，前进，遵命，开战，行，遵命，行，
请遵命。
请下命，准备就绪。
请下命，出发。是的。
Oh. Did he do the sacrifice? I didn't even notice. Oh. This update does have a new campaign, yeah. Big win. After 2 big losses. We finally got the win. I keep on seeing the wrong gods. Like, I don't know the names of the gods well enough. So I saw, which one was it? I saw It's Papalotl, and I thought It's Papalotl meant the Tzitzis, which is the starfall, but It's Papalotl is the obsidian butterfly. It's completely opposites. Complete opposites. What can you do? You was expecting something like Son of Osiris. Well, for Tez, you get the cat thing. Not the cat thing, the one that jumps in. So I think it's mostly, I mean, one, it's not like a Son of Osiris beats this army either, right? Like the Son of Osiris does a ton of damage, but it doesn't have that much HP, considering. So you probably need it with a whole army. Maybe if it was like, I don't know if maybe you did do the sacrifice. I don't know. I think you just sort of fell quite far behind after losing all of this stuff. But, I don't know. Oh. Okay. Jack with the revenge. Let's go. I don't want to play Aranos again.
Osto ist fest.
Josto, erschlossen.
Herr Macht, fest.
Mure, Yuji, Mak, Yuji. Hedgehos, Yuji, Osbu Yuji. Hedgehos.
All right, another Aranos versus Aztecs. I lost the last one because reasons.
Yuji, Hedgehos, Bureg. Yuji. Hedgehos, Hedgehos. Eschloss. Yuji, Hedgehos. Yuji, Hedgehos.
Feather of Jingwei. Not the best.
Yuji. Eked, Diat.
Yuji, Hedgehos, Yuji, Osto, Hedgehos. Yushkopos, Hedgehos.
Skopos. Hedgehos, Yuji.
Yuji.
Bureg, Yushkop, Bureg.
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 Yuji.
Yuji.
Hedgehos, Skopos. Schwest, Schwest.
Yuji, Mak, Eshkopos, Yuji, Bureg, Bureg, Osto.
Okay, it's Torch.
Bureg.
Temple. Barracks. I think that's going to be fine to defend. Somewhat defend the early game.
Hedgehos. Yuji, Bureg, Mak, Yuji, Bureg.
Yuji. Eked. Diat.
Bureg, Skopos.
That is a temple already starting now, so he could potentially advance quite quickly. But he has both his villages. Oh no, he's moved them off gold. And he bought a tower. Okay. That changes things. I think we wait. I think we go a little bit slower to the
Hedgehos. Skopos.
to the classical age here.
Yuji, Mak, Yuji, Bureg, Yuji, Mak. Osto, Hedgehos.
So I'm gonna start picking up relics, I think. Maybe this one.
Osto, Yuji. Eschloss.
Yuji.
And I'll go next villager up.
Hedgehos, Mak, Osto, Eschloss, Mak. Osto.
Skopos. Hedgehos. Mos intum. Bureg. Eked. Mos intum. Yuji. Eked. Mos intum.
Skop, Yuji. Yuji. Hedgehos, Eschloss. Mak, Osto, Yuji, Mak.
Skopos. Yuji. Bureg. Eschlost.
Bureg, Eschloss. Osto, Yuji. Mak.
Hedgehos. Yuji. Mos intum. Mos intum. Skopo. Mos intum. Mos intum. Diat. Bureg. Ma. Also. Yuma. Eschloss. Diat. Eked.
Hedgehos, Mak.
Give me this one. Hey, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Lazy on Twitch.
Skop, Osto, Yuji, Osto.
Okay,
Mak,
you're gonna come over here.
Bureg. Eked. Diat.
Hedgehos. Osto. Eked. Yuji. Eked. Schwest.
Yuji.
Skopo. Diat. Hedgehos. Yuji.
Hedgehos, Mak, Mak.
Eschlost.
Bureg. Yuji. Schwest.
Bureg, Yuji.
Erdma. Eschlost. Eschlost.
Osto. Hedgehos. Yuji. Yuji.
Hedgehos. Eked. Schwest.
Mak, Skopo, Yuji. Eschloss. Yuji, Mak, Eschloss. Bureg, Yuji. Yuji, Mak. Skopo, Eschloss, Yuji.
Uj, ma, Eschlost, Uj, mak, Esch, Uj, ma, Uj, Uj, ma, Uj, Esch, Uj, mak.
Ma,
Skopos,
Eschloss.
Erdesh, Uj.
Skopos mos intem.
Skop, mak, Eschlost.
Ma, Yuji, Eshma, Yuji.
Uj, Uj.
Ma, Dilis Moke,
Uji, Ueshlos, Mashfest.
Burek. E Poro Fras.
Burek.
Skopo, Eschloss, Yuji. Yuji, Skopos, Burek. Dilis Moke.
Erjos, ma, Eschlost. Skopo, Uj. Erjo, Eschlost, ma, Uj, Eschlost.
Skopos,
Mos intem.
Burek Eschlost.
Uj, Erskop, Erjos, Uj.
E Poro Fras. Yuji, Yuji. Ma, Eschloss, Skopos. Ma,
Herr Jos.
Yuji, Eked. Mos intim.
Burek. Aked. Uji, Osto. Mos intem. Skopos. Eschlos. Uji Schwest. Skopos.
Burek, Yuji, Eschloss.
Erjos. Skopos, Mos
Ma, Yuji. Skop, Ma. Eshma. Yuji, Ma.
Herr Jos. Uji Mos intem.
Skopos,
Eschlost.
Uj.
Burek. Moso. Yuji Eschlost.
Yuji, Ma. Eschloss.
Ma, Eschlost, Uj.
Skopos, Ma, Eschloss. Yuji, Ma, Yuji. Ma, Eschloss. Ma, Yuji, Eschloss. Ma, Yuji, Yuji. Ma, Eschloss. Yuji, Eschloss. Ma, Yuji, Eschloss. Ma, Dilis Moke.
Bur. Aked. Mak. Aked. Mos intem.
Eschloss. Burek, Yuji, Eschloss. Burek. Skopos, Ma, Yuji. Yuji, Eshma, Yuji. Ma, Eschloss. Yuji, Burek.
Yuji, Schwest. Ma Eschlost. Yuji, Mos int Eked.
Skopos, Ma, Yuji. Burek, Yuji. Yuji. Skopos, Ma, Yuji. Eschloss. Ma, Yuji. Eshmak. Eschloss. Burek, Yuji. Ma, Skopos,
Herr Aked. Schwest.
Yuji, Burek, Ma, Yuji, Eschloss. Yuji. Burek, Yuji. Ma,
Erjos.
Skopos, Yuji.
Diat.
Eshmak. Burek, Yuji. Ma. Yuji, Skopos, Burek, Yuji. Eschloss. Yuji.
Eshma, Ost, Eschloss.
Burek Schwest.
Herr Yuji.
Yuji.
Uj, mak. Volia.
Osto.
Burek, Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Eschloss. Yuji. E Dilis Moke. Ma, Eschloss. Yuji. Eshmak. E Poro Fras. Yuji. Yuji. Ma, Eschloss. Dilis Moke.
Oso Mak.
Yuji.
Uji.
Eschlo Schwest.
Eschloss. Yuji. Ma, Yuji. Eshmak. Skopos, Eschloss. Yuji. Ma. Eschloss.
Skopos.
Burek. Ma. Yuji. Eschloss. Ma. Yuji. Eschloss. Yuji. Yuji. Ma.
Yuji.
Skopos. Eschloss. Burek. Yuji. Skopos. Ma. Eschloss. Yuji. Yuji. Burek. Ma. Yuji. Eschloss. Skopos. Yuji. Ma. Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Eschloss.
Skop. Aked. Mos
Burek.
intem.
Ma. Yuji. Ma. Burek. Eshmak. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Eshmak. Eschloss. Ma. Yuji. Yuji. Ma. Eschloss. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Yuji. Skopos. Eshma. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Eshma. Yuji. Ma. Eshma. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Eshma. Yuji. Ma. Burek. Eschloss. Ma. Yuji. Eschloss. Ma. Eschloss. Ma. Yuji. Eshma. Yuji. Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Skopos, et Dilis Moke. Juji, Mak, Schloss, et Poro Frat. Schloss, Juji, Mak, Juji, Schloss, Skop, Mak. Juji, Mak, Juji, Mak.
Herr Joes.
Juji, Mak, Schloss.
Bure, Yuji, Schwest. Herr Joes. Aket.
Skopos, Juji, Mak.
Erjos, Mak,
Juji. Mak. Schloss.
Herjos, Burek, Eschloss,
Juji, Mak, Schloss.
Juji, Schwest,
Skopos. Eschlost.
Skopos,
Osto. Mos Inter.
Juji, Mak. Skopos, Juji. Bure, Mak, Juji. Dilis Moke. Skopos,
Yuji. Yuji. Aket.
Skopos, Schloss. Et Poro Fras. Mak.
Herposo, Mak,
Bure, Skopos, Juji.
Osto, Mak.
Herr Aket.
Mak. Juji, Bure, Juji. Skopos.
I shouldn't have lost that position there. That's really unfortunate.
Bure. Eschlost. Aket. Vayen.
Bure, Juji, Mak, Mak. Mak, Schloss. Skopos, Juji, Mak. Juji,
Skopos,
Mak.
I knew he was going up there. I just sort of
Bure, Skopos, Juji.
ignored it, didn't I?
Mak, Schloss, Juji. Mak, Juji, Mak. Juji, Mak.
Yuji. Herr Joe. Aket. Mos Inter.
Eked, Schwest,
Bure. Mak, Schloss. Mak, Juji, Schloss. Mak, Schloss, Juji. Juji, Mak, Schloss. Mak, Juji. Bure. Skopos, Mak, Schloss. Juji, Mak, Juji. Bure. Skopos, Mak, Juji, Mak. Mak, Schloss. Juji, Mak, Schloss. Juji, Mak, Juji, Juji. Bure, Schloss. Juji, Mak, Schloss. Juji. Mak, Juji, Mak, Juji. Dilis Moke, Mak, Juji. Et Poro Fras. Mak, Juji, Mak, Juji. Juji. Mak, Schloss. Juji, Mak, Skopos, Schloss. Mak, Juji, Mak, Schloss. Mak. Juji.
Juji, Burek, Skopos, Diat, Juji, Herjos, Juji, Eschloss, Eked, Schwest,
Bure, Skopos, Schloss. Mak, Juji. Juji, Mak. Dilis Moke, Juji. Juji, Mak, Juji, Mak. Bure, Juji. Skopos, Bure, Juji. Mak, Juji, Schloss. Juji, Mak, Juji. Et Poro Fras. Mak, Juji. Dilis Moke, Juji. Et Dilis Moke, et Dilis Moke. Schloss. Bure.
Juji, Mak, Mak, Juji, Mak, Eschlost,
Juji, Juji, Mak. Mak, Schloss. Juji. Mak, Schloss. Mak, Juji.
Bure. Mos in Mak. Ost. Schwest.
My macro is so bad.
Skopos,
Eschmak. Yuji.
Juji, Bure, Mak, Juji. Mak. Juji, Schloss. Mak, Juji, Mak. Skopos,
Yuji. Didiat.
Juji, Osma, Diat, Bur, Herjos,
Bure. Aket. Diat.
Bure, Mak, Juji, Mak, Juji. Schloss. Mak, Bure, Juji.
Skop, Eschlost, Juji, Eked,
Schloss. Mak.
Juji,
Skopos,
Mak.
Schloss. Juji.
Juji, Eked,
Skopos, Mak, Juji. Mak, Mak. Juji, Mak. Juji, Juji, Juji. Skopos, Mak, Schloss.
Schmak. Osto.
Herjos, Eked, Eked, Burek, Skopos,
Mak. Bure, Mak, Juji, Mak, Juji. Schloss. Juji, Skopos, Juji. Mak, Schloss.
Herjos,
Herr Eschlost. Schwest. Yuji. Buvai. Yuji. Aket.
Bure. Juji. Juji, Mak. Bure. Schloss. Mak.
Yuji. Oso mak. Skopo. Oso burek. Yuji. Mak. Diat.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Mak.
Skopos. Osto.
Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Schloss.
Herr Josh Vest.
Skopos. Oso mos intum. Herjo. Eked. Yuji. Eked. Schwest.
Skopos. Yuji. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Skopos. Burek.
Herjos. Lost. Burek. Oso. Eked.
Bure. Diot.
Yuji. Burek.
Okay.
Skopos.
Yuji. Diot.
Yuji. Eked. Herjos.
Eschlost. Diot. Schmack.
Burek. Mak. Oso. Diat.
Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Skopos.
Yuji. Diat.
Herr Jos. Osto. Aked.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji. E poro
Bure.
fras.
Yuji.
Schloss.
Skopos. Lost. Yuji. Eked. Diat.
Burek. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. Dilis e poro fras. Yuji. Dilis e poro fras. Mak. Dilis Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Bure e poro fras. Dilis e poro fras. Yuji. Dilis moke.
Herr Jos. Eschloss. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak.
E poro fras. Mak. Schloss. Dilis moke. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Bure. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak.
Skopos.
Mos intum. Yuji.
Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Mak. Schloss. Mak.
Herr Jo. Yuji. Bure. Eschlost.
Yuji.
Mak. Yuji. Bure. Schloss. Yuji.
Herr Jos.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Skopos.
Schwest.
Yuji. Bure. Herr Jos. Osto. Schwest. Schwest.
Skopos.
Eschloss.
Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Bure. Yuji. Mak. Mak.
Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Schwest.
Yuji. Eschloss.
Yuji. Mak.
Bu. Yuji.
Bure. Schloss. Mak. Skopos. Yuji.
Herjos. Mak.
Hey.
Skop. Aked.
Burek. Eked. Schwest.
Yuji. Bure.
Yuji. Osma. Lost. Eked.
Dilis moke.
Yuji.
Skopos. Schloss. Mak. Schloss. E poro fras. Bure. Yuji. Schloss. Mak.
Skopo. Eked. Diat.
Herr Jos. Ost. Schwest.
Yuji. Bure. Schloss.
Yuji.
Yuji. Schloss. Skopos. Yuji. Skopos. Schloss. Yuji.
Yuji. Mos.
Burek. Oso. Eked.
Burek. Mak. Yuji. Yuji, Skopos, Yuji, Mak.
Herjos, Schmuck.
Bur, mak, yuji, mos intem, osto. Eke, diot.
Bur, Yuji. Dilis Moke. Yuji, Mak, Eshlos, Yuji.
Herjos, ves. Mos intem, mos intem.
Yuji. Burek. Poro Fras. Skopos, Mak, Eshlos, Burek.
Herjos,
Yuji.
yuji, mak, yuji, svest. Bure, eke, svest.
Yuji, Skopos, Mak, Burek, Eshlos. Yuji. Yuji, Mak, Burek. Yuji, Yuji.
Yuji, mak. Eke,
Yuji, Yuji, Mak. Eshlos. Yuji, Burek. Mak, Skopos, Yuji. Yuji, Mak, Eshlos. Yuji. Yuji, Poro Fras. Mak, Eshlos, Burek.
skopos, yuji. Eke,
Skopos, Burek. Yuji, Mak.
herjos, eke. Yuji,
Eshlo, Eked. Diat.
Burek, Eshlos. Yuji, Yuji. Eshlo, Ma, Yuji. Burek, Yuji, Ma, Yuji. Yuji, Skopos, Burek, Yuji, Eshma, Yuji. Eshmak,
Yay.
Eshlos, Yuji.
skopos, eke. Burek,
Skop, Burek, Yuji. Eshlos.
Skopos, Mak. Mos Intim.
Skopos. Burek. Osto. Eshlost. Yuji. Mak. Skopos. Eshlost.
skopos,
Mak,
herjos, mak, eshnost. Yuji, diot.
Dilis Moke. Eshlos. Yuji. Yuji, Eshlos.
Bur, eke, diot.
Burek, Yuji. Mak,
Herj, yuji, eke.
Yuji,
Burek.
Eshlos.
Eked.
Yuji, Burek, Yuji. Mak, Yuji.
I need some more
Yuji, Mak,
gold in here.
Herjos. Yuji.
Skopos.
Skopo, mak, eke. Yuji, os, diot.
Mak, Yuji, Mak.
Burek, eke, diot.
Yuji, Burek, Eshlos.
Herjo, yuji,
Yuji. Also Diat.
Yuji, Burek, Yuji.
Let's go for the main base.
skopos,
Is that a... That's a temple.
burek, es, yuji, mak, os, eke.
Yuji, Burek. Yuji, Skop, Yuji. Yuji.
Skopos. Eked.
Skopos, eke. Yuji, eke, diot.
Burek, Eshlos. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Poro Fras. Yuji. Burek. Dilis Moke. Yuji. Poro Fras. Skop, Yuji. Eshma, Yuji, Eshma, 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 Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Eshlos. Mak. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Poro Fras. Eshma. Eshlos.
Herjo, diot.
Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak. Burek. Yuji. Eshlos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Skop. Burek. Eshlos.
Skopos, eke, diot.
Skop. Burek. Yuji. Dilis Moke. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Poro Fras. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Poro Fras.
Burek.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak. Yuji.
I can't do
Eshlos.
anything.
Mak. Yuji. Eshlos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Burek. Mak.
Yuji. Eked.
Eshlos. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak. Eshlos. Yuji. Mak.
Skopos. Eked.
That worked.
Julius Moke. Yuji Skopos. Yuji Skopos.
GG. Victory! Crazy victory! Oh! Uranus is just broken, yeah. I mean, the fact that I take 0 damage from the most busted myth unit that that we've ever seen in this game because I'm playing Uranus and I have Sky Passages, that means something. Go Uranus. One does not simply beat the Uranus. I think I would have lost this way harder if he did the trap thing with the lullaby. I think that's really strong. Forest Spirit Stormgate, thanks for watching the Aztec introduction video. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna watch another game here. I think. Is there anyone playing on the ranked ladder at the moment? I can't even see. No. Wait, what if I do this? All I have to do is find Keto's name. Surely. Wait, what if I do player name Bones? Does this work? Game's dead. Gerbot's asleep on the job. Impossible to find any games to watch. Oh, Devil versus Moscow. But I want Bones. I want Keto. Maybe the replays are popping up. Are they? They are. The replays are popping up, but the ranked lobbies aren't. So if we just look for the games he has been playing. Bones versus Nyan Racing Cat. Let's watch Mosca dominate Susanoo. How do you rate the Aztecs overall? And how I haven't done the campaign yet. I was gonna wait on the campaign so I don't spoil it for everyone. Apparently, I spoiled it for everyone by doing it before anyone else had a chance to last time. So I'm gonna do it. I might do a mission. I might do the first mission tonight. Yeah, look. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the right answer is for these god powers, to be honest. Like, the competitive side of me says god powers are like the flavor. They shouldn't really be the everything in this game. They should be the flavor, like the nice little cherry on top of the cake, you know? That's the competitive side of me. And if the volcano is like, I don't know exactly how much damage it's doing at the moment, but if it's not completely flattening a base and it leaves a little bit of burning buildings behind, maybe that's good, because it does delete a building with its first click, right? I think. But But then the other part of me goes, well, it's a cool god power. It should be cool. It should do stuff. So it's kind of tough. What did this patch change? Not a lot. It buffed to god power, it nerfed to god power. It nerfed the favor gather rate of a certain unit. But yeah. Okay, so we're watching this game because I wanted to see what Aztec versus Japan is looking like when someone plays the right way. What would I rate the Aztec god's strength? It's very hard to tell right now because I haven't been able to see the games of Aztec versus the regular Pantheons. So it's like, what's their power level versus them? I don't know. I've played 3 games now versus people who have got some idea what they're doing with the Aztecs. 3 games. 4 games. And I won 2 out of the 4, and I feel like I should have won 3 out of the 4. And the first game I played, second game I played, I just made a mistake and I lost. So it could be that I think it could be that they're not playing it amazingly either. I mean, of course, if I don't make that mistake, it's not like I would have won the game, that first game that I lost. Like, second game I lost. If I don't make that mistake, I might, it was like still just equal or whatever, but I don't know if I would have won or lost that game. But the game versus Recon that I lost, I felt like I was in a winning position and I just made the wrong unit comp, which is like knowledge problem. So if that's the case, but he also then he did a strategy which probably doesn't work. So if he doesn't do that strategy, then maybe it's fine. So it's just going to take some time to sort of really put an exact thing on where they're sitting because they're so different to every other Civ. But if I had to take a guess, I'd just put them somewhere in the middle at the moment. Because I just don't know. So I can't give a great answer on a tier list. And anybody who comes out with a tier, there's going to be people, I already know after JJJ finishes, my tier list after the JJJ. And it's like, man, this tier list is going to change in a day. Like, you'll change your mind like a few days later. You know what I mean? So I don't know about as good as putting out a tier list is. It's just not. Rating the Aztec gods. I think Wits is the best. I think Wits is the best, and I think Ketz is the second best, and I think Tezza is the third best. But I think there's situations where Tezza is going to be way better than the other two. I think those situations exist. But I also think that this is possibly because I overrate this god. Because this god allows me to play around everything. I can do exactly what I want and no one can stop me. So I get to do, but the other two gods I have to be a little bit different. So the way to use the traps with Tez is to combo this. Sorry, combo this. Actually, you don't really need this, but combo this and the traps. It's really stupid, but that's the way to use traps as Tez for full value at the moment, I think. Yeah, I don't rate the poison lady that highly. I think that's the weakest of the three gods at the moment. Smoke traps and turning off. That makes sense, yeah. Decent obelisk. Kind of expensive, but also very safe to set up, and your opponent can't clear them, so it's worth it. Aztecs are like 3 shifts of the same stuff. I disagree. It's not aggression, aggression, aggression. Wits definitely has the eco route if you want to go for it. I literally did a 3 town center defense against a full aggressive play the other day versus I think it was Jack. He went full aggro. I went fast 3 town center and I won that. So I feel like you can play defense with Wits, but I don't know. Like I have to do it versus some other gods. I think that the Tezza is like, it's just myth units. So myth units are inherently aggressive. You don't build a myth unit and then sit with the myth units and don't do anything with them. Doesn't make sense. And of course, Ketz is aggressive. Yeah, I think they're gonna, when they fix the Tezza bug, I think Tezza will be way better. Because you're going to start getting obsidian butterflies and tzitzis in the heroic age, and that'll, when that bug fixes, actually, I think Tezza will be the best god. Because the armadillo is like fine for very specific strategies. Like if I'm going to be trying to like crack a 2TC play, I can probably go for it with the armadillos coming in after my tzitzis die. But not getting the other myth units makes it really weak versus everything else. This kind of makes sense. Archer, Spearman versus Cav, Dojo. Makes sense. There might be a way to set it up so that the tower doesn't move when you click. Or doesn't select itself. Like, you might be able to put it into ambush mode. I don't know if that is available or not. That's not available to it. Nah, I don't think there's a way to do it. There's not a way to do it. Sorry. Sorry for getting your hopes up. If every unit had ambush mode, then you could use that, but... He literally has the spy up. Nyan is... He refuses to play a normal game. That's the thing with Nyan. It's like, if I get away with this one thing, that means I win. That's like the Nyan Racing Cat like thought process. It's like, I'll do all the strats and I just have to work out what I need to get away with in order to win a game, rather than how do I counter everything. I just need to get away with getting 4 villagers to this gold mine. If that happens, then I'm gonna win. Love you, Nyan. Also, Archer's a really good Nyan. Also, you suck.
Shika Manalti.
Moscow's in a really good spot here. Nyan is getting himself a lot of favor with these guys, though. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Spread formation. Oh, as if. Dive in. Take the damage. Take the damage on the Raiju. Kill all the units. Go back and heal it up. Like, what are you scared of? Like, they all would be dead. Yeah, except for the archers would go down to 7 HP, but they would have all died. Now they're going to be healing. Crazy. We need a Babylon submersive. I don't know what that is. I had a wild thought. You know how everyone does these like AI what's it called? These AI how do I explain this? Brain function, please. These AI write-ups of Civ ideas on Reddit, and it's absolutely cringe, right? What happens if it wasn't cringe? And instead of it just being like a text write-up, it was a fully playable Civ? In other words, what if we do a modding job utilizing something like Claude to create a fully functional Civ with brand new unit roster and everything? These civs are mostly the same. Not really. They've all got unique models. They've all got unique animations. So, in terms of the actual dev work, you might think they're the same in terms of design, or close in terms of design. But in terms of dev work, they're not. I mean, maybe this guy is a reskin of the Spearman, right? He's probably a reskin of the Spearman. He's probably a reskin. Is he a reskin of the Arcus? No, he's like a reskin of the Toxote, I guess. But they still look completely different. Like, I wouldn't look at this guy and be like, oh, he's a Toxote. That wouldn't be my first thought. I'd be like, oh, that guy looks fucking sick. But I also don't think it's a bad thing for these units to be reskins of other units, so long as it's done tastefully and well. And if I don't notice it on the first look, then it's fine, right? That's when things get shit. When you do a reskin and on the first look I'm like, that's a Chariot Archer. It just is. It's like you didn't do anything to it. It's not even a reskin. It's a Chariot Archer. I'm like, that's bad. Yeah, but what I'm talking about is visual, right? With the like, you can use Claude and some other AI tools to do that, to redo the models and make yourself a completely new, visually stunning thing. I know everyone likes to hate on AI, but I think AI can be really, really powerful and good if used well. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, yeah, of course, after you use AI, then you have to work on it, but like manually. Aztec need like a stim pack like StarCraft Marines? Was expecting them to get high before going into battle. That's funny. Yeah, there's no mechanics like that. I think they should use AI more for the official god portraits, because having extra figures seems like something only a god would have. It's kind of funny. Get out of it. Don't club the units, Nyan.
Motlana Watil.
These blood splats are so wild. It looks quite good now. I think the coloring looks quite good now, no? What do you guys reckon? But a proper gentleman, can't you just like AI in the assets? Like surely you yourself as the Civ creation expert. Oh, you tried with models and atoms? Okay. It's not there yet. Guys, it's not there yet. That's disappointing. I heard the editor is a mess as well. What's the mess about the... Can you explain what's wrong with the editor so I can... Actually, Notad would probably be on that already. Well, there's a difference between a image model and a animation model. You don't particularly want it to be there. I want it to be there. And I can make my game even better. I can add in all the content without having to wait for the devs to do it. Like, I want my Aboriginal Civ. Come on. I'm gonna head off for now, guys. I'm gonna send you guys over to Moscow, who needs some more games to participate in the tournament tomorrow, which I'm very happy to see that he's putting some effort in. And I will I'll see you guys. I don't think I'm going to be on tonight, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably just in the evening. But I'll see you later.